Tonight on USA Network's World League Football, a clash between the San Antonio Riders and the New York, New Jersey Knights. And with these two volatile coaches, we're sure to be entertained.
Just run to Willie. Out of them if they give you a bubble.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. We're just not executing quite.
No, no, no!
580, take it. Yeah, 580, take the fade.
It's the Knights and the Riders coming up next. Fans expected at Giant Stadium in the Meadowlands tonight to welcome back the Knights of New York and New Jersey from a season-opening trip to Europe. Their opponents tonight, the Riders of San Antonio. The tailgating, an American tradition, comes to the World League. It started during daylight hours at Giant Stadium. In Spain, they'd call it tapas. In England, it would be bangers. Here, it's good old American hot dogs that are being tailgated by the healthy crowd that is literally dancing for joy that their Knights are back home. And welcome everybody to USA's coverage of the World League. I'm Ted Robinson, and in week 3, the Knights come back home. They've started this year just as they started last year by losing twice in Europe. Last year, they lost their 3rd game here at home to Frankfurt. They're hoping not to duplicate that tonight. But we have an interesting matchup for you of quarterbacks, so who better to talk about it than to welcome back Boomer Esiason, chomping at the bit to talk about our signal callers today.
Well, thanks, Ted. It is great to be back. But honestly, tonight is going to be an interesting contrast of quarterbacks and systems. Most notably for the New Jersey Knights is going to be Reggie Slack. He is the 3rd-string quarterback for the Houston Oilers. As many of you know that follow the World League, the Knights play the run and shoot, much like the Houston Oilers do. So it's a real nice matchup, and it's good for a young player like Reggie to be able to, hone his skills and really get back into playing, because he hasn't been doing that behind Warren Moon down there in Houston. Now on the other side is Brad Gable. He is the 3rd-string quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. And the nice thing about Brad is that he's in an offense much like the Philadelphia Eagles run, and he's also from Texas, so he's back down home in San Antonio. So the World League did a lot of smart things by bringing quarterbacks of this caliber into this league to spice up the offenses.
Interesting. 33 passes would be a good half for Reggie Slack, but Mike Riley doesn't want Brad Gable to throw 33 passes in a game.
No, he doesn't. Mike Riley really wants to be balanced. He wants to run that football. That's what he feels is the key to his team winning. Now, on the other side, Mouse Davis, you never know what he's going to do, but he wants Reggie Slack to put the ball up maybe 30, 40 times in a game, and that's the way that, these guys can really grow in this system.
All right, San Antonio 1-1. The Knights have had 2 heartbreaking losses in Europe. San Antonio and the New York, New Jersey Knights coming up on USA in just a moment.
What? You gotta be kidding me!
Have you ever wanted to call the play? Well, now's your chance because you're the coach. Play the game. Make the big call. Be the game-winning coach. Call now. You can show the coaches how to do it. Use your best strategy to win the big game. You call the play.
Now that's how to call a play.
If you know football, call 1-900-773-2255. $2.69 per minute, adults only.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together,
Mate!
Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds. Except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99. For a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
The World League on USA is brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. By the Sports Extra Score Phone. Fast, accurate, and dependable. The Sports Extra Score Phone. And by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light.
Back at Giant Stadium, where we're just about set for kickoff. The press box here tonight laden with NFL folks. They're all ready to check out the talent on the field. One of those people is the New York Giants general manager, George Young, and you've had a season to watch the World League and now going into the third game. What's your assessment of this whole operation?
Well, this year I think there are more people that are more interesting this year than there were last year, and I think that's the kind of way it'll go. There'll be a few more, then it'll gradually develop. I think by, in a few more years, I think the thing might become very viable.
Farm system, in other words, for the NFL?
No, look, we'll take players anywhere we can get them. We still got 3 starters from the USFL, and we come out here and see some players that maybe make our team. It's worth the trip.
I know you don't like to talk about this, but who are you looking at tonight?
No, there's several people. There are people that we have had before and a few of our people, and we want to see if they progress. And there are some interesting people, but to most of the fans, they may not know who they are. We know who they are.
All right, and so did Ted and Boomer. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, there's Reggie Slack. Well, if Michael Barkan had any courage at all, he would have been one of the Army parachutists who just came in with the game ball on the 50-yard line.
Sounds like something Mike would be doing, don't you think? Actually, Reggie Slack is this is a real nice fit for him. As we were saying earlier in the pregame, he is with Houston, and he is the third-string quarterback down there behind Carlson and Warren Moon. And you could see last week he had put up some pretty impressive numbers. So this is a good fit for him, and he's really going to learn the nuances of the run and shoot under its architect, Mouse Davis.
Mouse getting ready. He's enjoying us. He's just glad to be back. The Knights had 2 miserable endings to games, losing in overtime in London, losing with 11 seconds to play in regulation last week in Barcelona.
I think if I was Mouse, I'd do an investigation. I mean, they had to start off the year last year just like that. And one thing that we have found, the American teams going over abroad into Europe have not fared very well. It's a very difficult thing to do, to have to travel over there and show up to a game a couple days beforehand and get used to the time changes and everything. And I think that the European teams really have a distinct advantage.
Well, San Antonio coach Mike Riley, I think we're still waiting for more parachutes to land, but Mike Riley would like to see his team. As we see, there we go. Well, I don't think Barkan even had enough time to get up there.
I'll tell you, there's a nice crowd here tonight. I was wondering what kind of crowd there would be tonight, but there's close to 40,000 here, and they're actually very boisterous.
When have you known a crowd in New York and New Jersey to not be boisterous?
You're right, Ted. We're both from here, so we know what we're talking about.
I think that appears to be the end of our array of flying people. We'll get the flip of the coin and we'll be set to go here. But we saw Mike Riley, the San Antonio coach, a moment ago, and the great coach of the Canadian Football League. But San Antonio's only won 1 road game in its year plus in the league, and that was at Raleigh-Durham last year. And Raleigh-Durham didn't win a game. So,
well, that's the thing. He wants to start establishing, road victories. Last week he felt like they should have won against Birmingham. A couple things at the end of the game went against us.
Call was in the air. Tails he calls. Heads it is. You have one. You want to receive. Which goal do you want to defend? Stay there.
Tom White, our referee.
See, good game, gentlemen.
You could see the strategy placed on the coin toss. When New York won the toss, they said, okay, we'll take the ball. So that's usually what you're supposed to do.
Well, here's what happened today in the World League. Not a lot of points. In fact, there was a driving rainstorm in Barcelona at Montjuic Stadium, and the Dragons prevailed there over London. That's something. You hold London to 7 points. And Sacramento is going to be a tough team this year. David Archer addition there, and a whole new defense. And the Surge now are 3-0.
That's why this game is really important for San Antonio. They can't get behind another game. I think this game, in terms of importance for both teams, has a very large significance in the fact that with New York coming off of a 2-game losing streak, they need to get in the winning column. And also for San Antonio, they do not want to drop another game behind Sacramento.
Reggie Slack, who has played consecutive weeks now. He hadn't played a game in 2 years, and he told us yesterday getting hit. You can appreciate this, Boomer. That was the biggest thing, just to get hit again.
Well, you have to get that confidence back when you're in the pocket, and I think that's something that young quarterbacks have trouble adjusting to, and the fact that he hasn't played just shows you how good and qualified this league will be for him in his development.
The key for the Knights, you saw the 4 wide receivers. They have 7 wide receivers on their 36-man roster, but they have a whole new offensive line. Only Mike Hussar, the right guard, is back from last season. And of course, last year the Knights gave up a terrible number of sacks.
Well, they're asked the pass block. That's the name of the game in the run and shoot. And they felt like they had to go out and they had to shore up that offensive line. And obviously, the numbers that he's put up, they've done some right things there.
Jim Gallery kicking, and this will be run back by Cornell Burbage. And the Knights return man gets it out near the 35-yard line to give the Knights good field position. Now the San Antonio defense, they've put some new defensive linemen in. Chris Thieneman has been a terrific addition as the left defensive end, the 3-man front. We'll be watching through helmet cam tonight, Mark Ledbetter.
Outside linebacker, having a helmet cam on.
And NFL veteran, a lot of NFL fans will recognize the name Bobby Humphrey, former New York Jet and Los Angeles Ram on the corner.
We'll see more than 4 defensive backs, though, tonight, because the Knights like to run with 4 wide receivers, as you well know, so they're going to need an extra defensive back in there.
Already Slack having a nice amount of time, and he hits his man. Kip Lewis bounds off one. Kip Lewis out of Arizona. And the Knights are down to the 32-yard line of San Antonio.
Reggie showed some nice ability there, eluding the rush and making a nice throw on the run. He's putting the ball out there, getting a little air underneath it, and let Lewis make the play after he makes a nice catch and holds on to the ball. You can see he put 2 hands on that ball immediately. Nice play. Nice job of improvising by both players there.
And the first play from scrimmage goes for 33 yards. Eric Wilkerson. Not the only guy that'll ever carry the ball for the Knights, and he runs it inside the 25 before Patrick Hinton makes the tackle.
Get me some.
This is Mark Ledbetter wearing helmet cap.
You take a look at it now. The thing that you have to remember as a defensive player, when you're playing the run and shoot, you get in this mindset that all you want to do is rush the quarterback. And what will happen now, they'll take advantage of your aggressiveness as a defense and try to run some draws, and that's exactly what just took place.
Second down 2, the Knights at the San Antonio 24.
Red 0 special.
Take it, Chris, take it.
That out is way overthrown, intended for Lonnie Turner.
The one thing that you'll see all night long is that there'll be a receiver in motion for the Knights almost on every play. And one of the reasons they do that is they like to get an idea of what kind of defense is being played, whether it's a man or a zone defense. That time when the receiver went in motion across the seam, Reggie Slack audible to a play where he felt that he had one-on-one coverage. He just overthrew the ball on that particular play, but it was a good call on his part.
Now third down 2.
Red 2.
Right there.
Red 2.
Take it right here, right here.
Go.
Quick hit and a first down. Now flag comes flying in late as Kip Lewis takes it inside the 10.
You're probably going to have an illegal pick set in the secondary. That's one thing that that run and shoot teams like to do. They like to run picks. Houston Oilers are famous for that. They've been doing that to us for years.
Pickup.
They call it offensive pass interference, but it's actually a pick. Mouse, you know what it is, Mouse. It's a pick.
Mouse just remembered he was on television.
You can pick in basketball, but you can't pick in football. At least you're not supposed to, but everybody does it.
Let's go. Rip 61 ex-sucker. That's a terrible call. How about a second up? Christ's sake. What kind of call is that?
That was ugly.
We have an idea what you think of it now. Well, you'll hear the coaches tonight. Pretty entertaining. 3rd and 12. And flag Knocks down again at this time.
Robbie! Way to get there, Robbie!
Rob White made the tackle on the sack on.
Holding call. Yeah, it's untrue.
Slack.
Holy shit.
Whoa, man. Well, welcome to professional football, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it's not a church social, right there?
Jesus H. Christ.
Well, you know, that's the thing. When you got live mics on these guys, you know, the thing about it is it doesn't matter whether it's the World League, the NFL, the NCAA, it's football. And football is a very emotional and intense game. And you become something that you're not off the field.
And what Mouse was upset about is his team took themselves with 2 penalties out of at least a chance at 3. The punter's Bob Liljadal for New Jersey, and he punts this one to Darryl Colbert, a very short punt. And that's an outstanding play. San Antonio is going to only lose about 9 yards. 25-yard punt, 16-yard return. And the Riders get out of that pretty nicely for their first possession.
She'll be crushed. But I need my space, my freedom. Just tell her.
Bob, I'm leaving you for an Anheuser-Busch wholesaler.
What? Why don't you know what you've got till it's gone? But we're so perfect. Why ask why? Try Bud Dry. It's dry brewed, not watered down. She'll be back. To drink light, get satisfied completely. So while love isn't easy,
Can you get me some free beer?
refreshment is.
Would you pay $200 for the contents of this bottle? $300? More? Every day, thousands of new car buyers do when they buy a dealer-applied paint sealant. The same professional sealant you can now apply yourself for a fraction of the price. Introducing Clear Coat Paint Sealant from Turtle Wax. New Clear Coat Paint Sealant is a high-tech, Teflon-enriched sealant that chemically bonds to your car's finish to help seal out ultraviolet rays, acid rain, and grime, while safely sealing in the showroom shine. 12 full months of protection absolutely guaranteed. Your car not so new? New Clear Coat Paint Sealant cleans off oxidation, shines, and seals in a just polished look for a full 12 months. The same high-tech protection available for hundreds of dollars from professional car appearance detailers for a fraction of the price. So spend hundreds with them or save hundreds with this. New Clear Coat Paint Sealant from Turtle Wax. Get new Clear Coat Paint Sealant now at these stores.
San Antonio's Brad Gable. He'll be wearing helmet cam tonight as well. He wound up starting 2 games for the Philadelphia Eagles last year after beating out Don McPherson, former Syracuse standout, for the 3rd quarterbacking job there.
Well, they had quite a few injuries in Philadelphia this year with Randall and Jim McMahon.
The Riders led the World League in rushing last year. This year, their back is Ivory Lee Brown. He's property of the Phoenix Cardinals.
Go!
There's the offensive line. John Vitale, pretty talented center, anchors that line.
Run!
And here we get a look at Ivory Lee Brown on the first down carry, and he's racked up after a very short gain by the right side of New Jersey's defensive line. There's the 4-man front for the Knights. Craig Schlichting, right end, made the tackle on that play.
You can see San Antonio's going right into the no-huddle offense, try to speed up the pace of the game for their offense.
We'll be hearing a lot of Richard Carey tonight. He's being mic'd in the secondary for the Knights. And Brown wrapped up for a loss. Pat Marlin, defensive tackle, first hit.
One thing you'll notice about the Knights defense is that they are pressure oriented. They like to blitz on passing downs. They like to pursue, and they're exactly the way you want to play defense. You want 11 men around the ball, and that's the way Mouse Davis preaches defense. You can see that the Riders want to establish the running game. Now, Ivory's got to get both hands on that ball.
And immediately the Riders put into a position they don't like to be. Well, no team likes it. San Antonio, not a big throwing team. 3rd and 10 with 4 receivers. And the dump out to George Searcy, the running back, and he is brought down. Well short of the first down, Ron Sancho and Richard Carey.
Richard Carey played with us in Cincinnati a couple years back. We used to call him too short. I think he stands only about 5'7", I believe.
Now let's watch and see what you quarterbacks look at. This is Brad Gable.
This is just a little screen pass, so what he sees is he's got to bait the defensive lineman. He's got to bring the defensive lineman to him and then drop the ball over them to effectively create a screen pass. because his offensive linemen are going to drop the coverage and try to get out in front of the running back.
4th down, Kent Sullivan, a good punt for San Antonio. Davis Smith way back inside his 20 and is brought down right away. Superb coverage by Greg Eaglin of San Antonio. Outstanding punt by Sullivan. The Knights will be backed up inside the 20 on their second possession.
At age 74, I'm the oldest Ironman triathlete.
Jim Ward has a hobby. It's called staying young.
It's a workout.
That's why he uses Armor All protectant on his dash, seats, and especially his tires. Rubber can age and crack, but Armor All penetrates to keep his tires looking like new. Jim says his tires never seem to get old. People say the same thing about Jim.
I like a good-looking car. It makes me feel good.
There is a fountain of youth, and we own the patent. Armor All.
I gotta run.
Joe for B-Dry System.
Hi, Joe. Want to fetch the ball? Okay. Go fetch. Who left the basement door open again?
B-Dry System, professional patented basement waterproofing.
Is it on? Today, Wendy's is happy to announce a great low price on a new old-fashioned single combo. It's a quarter a pound of fresh beef, hot off the grill, made just the way you want it. Plus, veggie fries that are really big, and you get your favorite 20-ounce drink. Now, that's what I call a real meal. What's more, you save a bundle.
Try Wendy's old-fashioned single combo, just $2.99 for a limited time.
Was it something I said?
Heavyweight contender Riddick Bowe faces off against Canadian champ Conroy Nelson when Budweiser presents USA Tuesday Night Fights. Tuesday night at 9, live Eastern.
Just alongside the right eye of Mark Ledbetter of San Antonio, you see helmet cam. He's wearing, and the entire package weighs just about 4 pounds.
I know most of the quarterbacks don't like wearing it.
Me.
But they have to wear it if they want to become a helmet cam star. That's all there is to it.
We'll have a helmet cam all-star team at the end of the year.
That's right.
First down for the Knights at their 17. That's a shovel pass, and it is a forward pass to Eric Wilkerson, who takes it to the 24, 7-yard gain.
Load Rose, 61-33.
What is a load Rose?
Well, that's the formation. Load Rose is the formation. What's going to happen is that you will see men moving in motion. I believe load Rose will probably mean the receiver on the inside right is going to move to the left and then come back. Here he comes. That's just a formation ball. And that's the run. 33 is off tackle left side.
Way to be there!
But it's broken up by Patrick Hinton, inside linebacker for the Riders out of South Carolina. Loss of 2.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Rip 61 X-Choice Special.
61 X-Choice Special. What you'll
X-Choice Special on 2, ready?
What you'll see here is you'll see the inside receiver on the left come to the right, and Slack should roll to the left and try to hit the open receiver at the top one-on-one.
You saw Craig Newhouse, the defensive coordinator for San Antonio.
There he is. He's got him one-on-one.
And that's a first down catch for Cornell Burbage. Second reception. It's good for 12 yards.
It's a good safe pattern. A good safe throw by Reggie. It's a short little throw. It's an easy first down. All they have to do is execute, and that's exactly what they did. I'll tell you, Reggie has a nice arm. Hope I don't see too much of that, though. You see him down in Houston throwing like Warren does. We don't need any more of that.
He's hit 3 of his first 4. 52 yards and a first down for the Knights. Wilkerson. And that's going to be a first down run. Eric Wilkerson was a second-team All-World League runner last year. Gained over 700 yards, and he runs for 12 there.
Okay. Load Rose, 60-32.
All right.
Load Rose, 60-32 on 2, ready?
There should be an off-tackle play to the right, and you'll have one of your receivers in motion inside out. He'll go back, start inside, then go back to his original position right here on the right. There should be an off-tackle run here to the right. 32, even numbers to the right. Here you go.
And Wilkerson breaks it back. Great move, initial read by Wilkerson, and he's down near the 30 of San Antonio.
Right now what New York is doing, they're playing off the aggressiveness of the defensive front of the Riders.
Albert, let's go, let's go!
Take a look at this read by Wilkerson right here. He starts to the right, sees a little cutback opening backside. That's good vision, nice feet. It's a nice job of putting the ball away and holding it tight in traffic. It's a nice run by the youngster.
22 yards and a first down. The Knights at San Antonio's 32.
Red zero special.
That's an audible. Red zero special is an audible. Should be rolling to the left and throwing to that receiver by himself up top.
That's Burbage up top. Looking at Burbage, who was covered and sacked by Rob White. A great coverage on Burbage, and White comes up with the second sack.
Really what Reggie was doing there, he was reading the defense and he audibleized to a play that he thought would work. Sometimes offensive linemen don't hear the audible. And it looked like Reggie ran right into the oncoming rush, but that's the offensive linemen have to hear and know where the quarterback's going to be so they can take their defensive men away from the quarterback.
A loss of 8, second and 18. Less than 6 minutes to play first quarter with no score. And that's complete, but paying up. No, incomplete, they say. Monty Gilbreth. Now he did catch that ball. It's called a completion, and it's at the 30-yard line. Greg Leap with the big hit on Gilbreth.
Actually, this was an improvisation. Actually, Reggie was looking to the right, and then because of the pressure, came back to the left. That's why it took so long for him to throw to an open receiver. His initial receiver was to the right on the right sideline, but because of the pressure, he had to improvise.
So now third down 8 at the 30. And no, he's trying to spin back and get the first down was Lonnie Turner, and he could not. A good tackle by Chris Oldham, property of the San Diego Chargers.
A lot of people wonder, it's third and 8, why not throw it at least 8 or 9 yards? Well, this is a man-on-man defense, and you try to get it to one of your better athletes in Turner, and you try to let him break a tackle. That's a good defensive play. And that's really what it's all about. It's man on man. If your man can beat their man, obviously it's a first down.
So Kendall Trader, kicker from Arkansas, kicked for Sacramento in this league the first half of last year. Tries this 42-yard field goal, and it is good with plenty to spare. So the Knights on their second possession move the ball into San Antonio territory and come away with the game's first points. Field goal by Kendall Trader.
I lost 40 pounds in 4 months on the Ultra Slim Fast plan, and I've kept it off for over a year.
It's been 2 years since I lost my 25 pounds.
And I lost 30 pounds almost 3 years ago. The plan is easy. I had a delicious shake for breakfast, one for lunch, and then a sensible dinner. It's the delicious low-fat way to lose weight.
We took it off.
And kept it off.
If we can do it,
you can do it.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
It takes desire and dedication to break out of the mold of an average body. General Nutrition Centers can help you break the mold. With Cybergenics, the total bodybuilding system for serious workouts. It's all here. Supplements, diet and training manual, even a videotape. The Cybergenics Bodybuilding Kit. Satisfaction guaranteed. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products.
Preferred stock cologne from the House of Stetson. Smooth and extra special.
Preferred stock cologne. What preferred man prefer?
If you don't like the looks of your car, shoot it with Son of a Gun from STP. Shoot the dash, seats, tires, and roof. Son of a Gun protecting. Man, what a difference.
Come to a place where so many people are rich, gorgeous, and dead. Silk Stockings on USA, tomorrow at 9.
That's Mark Legbetter standing on the San Antonio sideline. See, you can see that's an unhappy defense. They've been moved on twice.
Well, what they're worried about, what they're really concerned about is how to deal with the draw. And they have to stay at home defensively. They have to be smart. You can't just play on emotion. You have to really think when you're out there about what to expect. So they'll get a better job of it.
3-0 for the Knights, and this kick from the trainer fielded by Titus Dixon. And the Riders flag down. And Dixon out to the 30-yard line. Wes Pritchett on special teams. On the tackle for the Knights and a face mask against the Riders. All right, let's go find Michael Barkan.
I'll tell you, Ted, Mouse Davis built this team in his own image. I am about 6 feet tall, we'll say. Lonnie Turner caught a key pass during that last drive, is 5'7". I'll tell you, you got it. Huh? That's stretching it. That's stretching it, he says. You've got 4 guys on this team that are 5'7" or shorter. Mouse obviously likes the little guys.
Yeah, he does. He figured that, you know, quick, fast little guys is the best way to go in the run and shoot. Not saying a tall man can't do it, but you got more quick, little, fast guys than you got tall, quick, big guys.
Got it. Now, you've been in the NFL. You had a look in the NFL. Is this help you out?
Well, I played with Mouse with the Lions, and that's why I have a somewhat of advantage than everybody else. Going back to the NFL, I don't know. I like it right here. The world is fine with me.
All right, but maybe I got a shot at 6 feet. Go back to you, Ted.
Ivory Brown.
I don't like those short receivers. Well, I'll tell you what, then you got to keep the ball low, and I'm not very good at that.
That's right. And Barkan blew his cover. He usually tells people he's 6'8".
There's Mouse right there. You can see how short Mouse is. And, you know, you think about it. You know, you want to look down on your players. You don't want to have to look up to all your players.
Well, San Antonio's run 4 plays from scrimmage, and they have 0 net yards. And Gable hands off again to Brown. Brown had a big first week against Montreal. Was shut down for the most part last week by Birmingham. He gains 4 yards there before Doug Nicholas makes the tackle.
We got about 3rd and 9. Doubles flex 401.
Doubles flex 401. That's a pass, obviously. When you hear 3 numbers like that, it's going to probably be a pass. All doubles flex is, as you can see, it's a spread out formation, just like what New York, New Jersey would normally run in their main offense. But this is the nickel offense for the Riders.
Quick hit to Wayne Walker, and he is wrapped up right away. A flag down. Cecil Fletcher, 58, linebacker for the Knights, made the tackle on receiver Wayne Walker. Now we had a player fly in late for San Antonio.
Take a look and see what happens here. This is a little wide receiver screen. It's a face mask.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, Fletcher got it.
5-yard face mask, 58 defense. We'll be 5 yards from the end of the run, still 3rd down.
Fletcher got enough of the face mask to cost him 5, not an automatic first, so it'll be 3rd down and 2.
52 quick, 55 on 1, ready?
52 quick, 55 on 1. That could be a draw, or it could be a little quick flat pattern out to the right side. There it is.
3 wideouts, and one of them makes the catch. It's Titus Dixon.
I'll tell you, watching San Antonio and with Brad, I'd like to see them open it up a little bit more. You know, he's got the confidence of an NFL player. Let's let him throw it a little bit more. That's what I would like to see.
I'm sure he would too.
Oh, I'm sure
he's here.
You know, I mean, you don't want to keep throwing just 1-yard passes, and you don't want to get stuck in 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 9 every time that you're on the field. It's a very difficult thing for a quarterback to have to keep making those plays.
Go! San Antonio had, as we have some movement up front, jumping for the Knights was Dennis Tripp, 75. San Antonio had a very unsettled quarterbacking situation last year, and they became very much a run-oriented team, and it doesn't appear much has changed so far this year.
Well, you know, I think one of the reasons...
Encroachment, number 75 defense, 5 yards, still 1st down.
One of the reasons that the level of play, Ted, has improved so much is because of the quarterbacks, the new quarterbacks in the league. And, you know, Brad has NFL experience, so let's let him play. And that's just voice flexion there by Brad to pull off a defensive lineman.
Go! Dennis Tripp, just signed by the Knights this week. It's property of the New York Giants. George Young will be watching him tonight. Gable got that one up over the middle, and Dixon took a big hit to knock that ball free, but Tony Jones. Well, Gable, scouting reports we get very good arm strength. Mike Riley even mentioned that to us before the game.
When they're attacking the defense down the middle of the field. Need to hold on to that one now. If you don't get that many thrown to you, when they get them thrown to you, you got to hold on to them.
That's a 5'8", 158 receiver. Titus Dixon out of Troy State. Second down, and it goes back to him, and that will be a first down. So Titus Dixon pushing it out across the 40. First down for the Riders.
Greg Cluster, 24 plunge, see at 9. Let me know when you're ready.
Bill Bradley,
Let's go now.
defensive back with the Philadelphia Eagles, talking from the San Antonio booth.
What you're going to say, former forward for the New York Knicks.
See at 9-0-1, ready?
He's not a senator. That's not a senator.
No. He's a World League representative, though. There's something there that they have in common.
Reverse handoff to Dixon. Needs one block, didn't get it, and the man that needed to be blocked made the tackle. Richard Carey, who is supposedly, the Knights warned us yesterday, said if you might Carey, you're going to hear something. He likes to talk.
Oh, he's great. Like I said, he was with us in Cincinnati a few years back. He's one of the more popular players in the locker room. Great sense of humor, great player, very intense. You can see he's a real sure tackler. And he's a leader. He's a team leader. It's very hard for defensive cornerbacks to be team leaders. But in this instance, he really is.
I think they teach him to talk like that out in Idaho where he played. First quarter over at the Meadowlands. A good crowd welcoming home the Knights, and they lead San Antonio 3-0.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together, Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds. Except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99, for a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Hey, check it out. Check it out. It's starting to snow.
Besides a powerful V6 engine and a gripping new suspension, the Isuzu Trooper has been thoughtfully redesigned.
Hey, let me see that head.
To include a tiny little knob.
We're four-wheeling now, buddy.
To make everything right in the world again.
Next Saturday, we'll make a return trip to Sacramento, where the Surge are off to a terrific start, 3-0 in the North American West, and they'll host their division rivals, the San Antonio Riders, 8 Eastern, live next Saturday from Sacramento on USA. 5-5 won't win the North American West like it did last year.
No, it won't. And I'll tell you, San Antonio's got a three-week road trip that's real tough. I mean, this is going to be a very difficult game for them to win tonight.
Second and 14, 5 DBs and a big rush, and Gable is sacked. Doug Nicholas, 69, is the first bad name for the Knights.
You can get that type of pressure by rushing only 4 players in a nickel situation. It really makes it difficult for the quarterback to complete a pass downfield because there are 7 defenders in the secondary. This is good pressure by the Knights defensive line.
Well, the Riders had a little momentum going, but now they've been pushed back, and it's 3rd and 22.
86, Wisco Mac. Wisco Mac on one, ready? Hurry, hurry. Go! Ready!
Gable's 3 for 5. And he's down again. He went down as if somebody might have grabbed the mask, but it must have been around the neck or the shoulder pad. And that one by Pat Marlatt, 2 sacks. Will send Gable to the sidelines.
Somebody forgot the block Marlatt. He came right up the middle. Nowhere for Gable to go. He tries to move out of the way, but Take a look right here. Watch Marley come right up the gut. Two guys actually blocking him.
Now this is when you like to have the quarterback mic so we can hear exactly what he's telling his linemen.
Hey, y'all stay in the huddle, okay? Let me. Okay.
Sullivan's first punt, 48 yards. It was a beauty for San Antonio.
You want that thing back?
Davis Smith, fair catch this ball. Whoa, and he covered it in San Antonio territory. Dangerous fair catch. This punch is 26 yards by Sullivan. Early second quarter at the Meadowlands. It's 3-0 to the Knights.
Imagine being in the Rose Bowl for Super Bowl 27, or in Montreal for World Bowl 1992, the World League Championship, or in London to see the Washington Redskins versus the 49ers in the American Bowl, or relaxing in Hawaii with the NFL's greatest players in the Pro Bowl. Now imagine being there for all of pro football's biggest events. You can win this grand prize in Pro Football's World Tour Sweepstakes, sponsored by Delta Airlines. Stay tuned for more details. The World League, expanding the future of pro football.
The trouble with lots of lawn tractors is you have to stop every time you shift gears. Now, for about the same price as other tractors, you can buy the new MTD with clutch-free on-the-go shifting that keeps you moving. With the MTD, you'll be finished while other tractors are still going and stopping and going and stopping. MTD yard machines, the best buy on the American landscape. American made, American owned.
Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
Antonio's defense did a lot of running around in that first quarter, and it's going to get tougher as New Jersey will start here at the 48 of San Antonio.
I'll tell you one thing.
Get the ball now. Let's go.
Stu Ledbetter trying to get his guys fired up and get them going. It's going to be a long evening for those guys if they don't start picking it up right about now.
Go. Reggie Slack, 5 out of 6, 67 yards so far. Blitz picked up, give to Wilkerson, who tests it inside for 3 yards. Ledbetter on the tackle.
They're bringing it back, or they're... Okay, let's go.
Every play that you hear on this microphone like this just shows you just how everyone is a struggle. It's just a physical pounding struggle. That's the great thing about having the microphone and the USA helmet cam in there. So, you know, every play is like that.
Hinton trying to blitz. Slack gets away from 2 men. Oh, and a little nice nifty footwork as Slack goes out of bounds. That's a lot of running around to pick up 3 yards.
You see now San Antonio on defense is starting to pick it up. They're starting to blitz. They're starting to come. That time they brought 6 guys in the charge.
Rip Liz, 60, Z-Crow.
Okay, all that Rip Liz is, that's the formation. They always line up with their 4 wide receivers. The inside right receiver should come across and then go back to his original position. And they'll try to hit the outside receiver probably on the bottom here.
3rd and 4, and now Reggie Slack calls time. So will we. 12:20 to go first half. 3-0 for the Knights.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when they thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did. They even brought their own music.
Awesome! Hey, fellas, how about a cold bud?
A bud? Obviously, we thought alike.
Oh, that's cold.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
General Nutrition has the nutritional tools to help you sculpt your ultimate body. With Phase 1, the complete bodybuilding system for the beginner and intermediate athlete. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products.
Hey, doing it yourself's okay, but sometimes a little help is just what you need. Your Ace Helpful Hardware folks are almost right next door. With the right stuff at the right prices and a little how-to know-how. Another reason Ace is a place for you.
Here's a chance, an opportunity to quantify a little bit about how the league has improved this year. Obviously, these teams have had a year together, training camps together, turnovers down, sacks way down, and points up after 2 weeks this year.
Well, I think the turnovers and the points, obviously, you go right to the quarterback position. You can see the influx of the NFL players, what that has done to the production. You have quarterbacks now that have NFL experience on almost every team in the league. They're completing passes. Some rules have been modified a little bit to allow the receivers to come off the ball a little bit easier. So those things are going to mean more points and better production.
3rd and 4, and that's overthrown. Incomplete, intended for Kip Lewis.
That was a good defensive series for the San Antonio Riders right there, because the Knights had great field position.
Backside of the skid.
The Riders came up to the challenge and they shut them down. Now their offense has got to make something happen. This is where special teams can play an important part too. Your offense is not doing really well. If you get a good punt return or a punt block, things can change momentum. That's exactly what they need right now.
Bob Liljadal out of Texas punts this one, and Darryl Colbert will let it hit, and it goes out of bounds deep in San Antonio territory. The Riders at the 11-yard line will start. Look, when we're just watching, we saw a couple of shots of the crowd and listening in here. This crowd is young, and it reminds me a lot of the crowds in Europe last year. Very young and very enthusiastic here, welcoming the Knights home. We'll get back to that. 3-0 for the Knights.
What's the hottest place on Earth? The Sahara? The Mojave? No, it's your home the day your cooling goes out.
I think we need help now.
Root is ready to solve your cooling problems with reliable Root products and straight answers. His job's not done until you're comfortable.
Ah, home sweet home.
You can rely on it.
Rely on Root.
Puffer Reds is having a fantastic Midnight Madness sale. You'll save 10, 20, 40, up to 80% on selected fashions from these top-name designers. And you'll save 50% on Man Alive, Mark Buchanan, and lambskin coats. Plus, save big on footwear from the top names in casual and athletic shoes. And now you'll save on new spring arrivals, short sets, hookups, and more. So don't miss Puffer Red's Midnight Madness sale. Puffer Reds, Michigan Avenue, downtown Ypsilanti.
Acme Glass of Ypsilanti and Michigan Glass of Ann Arbor are creating luxurious interiors for area homeowners just like you. Custom-made mirrored walls will enhance, enlarge, and accent the beauty of any room in your home. And especially for the bath, we install a variety of tints and styles of tub and shower enclosures. For a free in-home estimate, give us a call.
Michigan Glass and Acme Glass, either one does it all, does it all.
Lost her husband, or is it her mind?
Isn't a nightmare.
Lindsay Wagner, Treacherous Crossing on USA. Wednesday night at 9.
With Boomer Esiason and Michael Barkan. Ted Robinson at Giant Stadium. USA's coverage of the World League with the Knights leading San Antonio 3-0. Early second quarter, and Brad Gable on the Riders put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
Black opposite!
Black opposite, just running a play the opposite way that was called to the right. He saw a weakness in the defense to his left, and he just said opposite. It's real easy.
Tony Bowles, who was a former great running back in Michigan, gets the carry for San Antonio. And let's find Michael Barkan.
Well, at the top of the broadcast, General Manager of the Giants, George Young, said we will take players anywhere we can get them. The Eagles took a league-high 19 World Leaguers, player personnel. Joe Woolley with us now. Who do you like out here tonight?
Well, obviously, I like the quarterback. He belongs to us. You know, we're looking at some other kids. Burbage, a wide receiver, and going to look at Eric Wilkerson, some guys down the, you know, that we'll take a look at down the road.
Brad just got picked off there, but what do you see that's different about him other than the interceptions from the NFL season to the World League season?
Well, we're going to bring this one back because they just roughed him anyway, but it's going to be a break for him. But I think the difference is that he's getting an opportunity to play, getting an opportunity to read some defenses. And, of course, we think it's a great opportunity. Brad didn't get to play much in his senior year. Of course, was thrown into the war last year with us. And we think it's just a great opportunity for him to play. And I think in time, he feel like he'll be a player in the league.
All right, let's go downstairs to Ted.
All right, Michael, thank you. Brad Gable's pass was picked off by Philander Newton of the Knights, but the interception wiped out by a roughing the passer penalty. Big break. Riders keep the ball with a first down and get some better position out to their own 27.
Well, they have a trap play called here. This will be right up the middle, a handoff right up the middle with the pulling lineman trying to knock off one of the defensive linemen and bring him out of position. That's what a trap play is. You're actually trapping a defensive lineman.
And Wes Pritchett stops that play, bringing George Searcy down. A 1-yard gain. Mike Riley, the coach of the Riders.
This is it, Tom. Yeah, big time. See what Wayne gives him. We got him single over there.
This is going to be a quick pass. Should be a quick pass to his receiver up on the left side. Forget about it.
Quick sack.
Oh, man.
Now, Gable's not getting much room to do anything so far. Craig Schlichting leading the surge.
I think if I'm the Eagle player personnel director, I'm going, you know, I didn't send my guy here to get beat up.
Whew. Well, unfortunately, we'll see it here this way Brad Gable did.
It's just an outside linebacker coming around the side. Nobody blocking him. Now, whether or not Brad needed to see him and drop the ball off quickly because that was his blitz reader, or not, we don't know that. But that quite possibly could have been the deal. Now he's going to get back in the shotgun, figuring that he's going to give himself a little room.
3rd and 14 with 4 receivers. Ooh, a nice throw in there, and the catch for a first down. Donta Whitaker, tight end for the Riders, who had a good game last week against Birmingham. Tony Jones makes that tackle, but a San Antonio first down.
A real nice throw that time. 3rd and 14. You don't want to be in that situation too often.
What do you think, Boomer? You've had a chance to watch a half now, or almost a half, with this no bump rule in the World League. What's your impressions?
Well, you know, the receivers are getting off the ball a lot cleaner, and they're allowed to get down the field quicker. He's got a go pattern call here. He should throw this one up down the sideline, and here comes the blitz. Gotta get it off.
Down the middle, incomplete, intended for Lee Morris.
The nice thing that I like there is what he did. He knew the blitz was coming. He held onto the ball as long as he possibly could. And that shows a lot of guts and a lot of moxie inside the pocket. And that's what you need to have if you're going to be a successful quarterback. You can see right here, they're blitzing. And when they blitzed on him, he just hung right in there, and he just threw the ball nice. He was running out of time, but he stood right in there.
This is how Gable looks at it on 2nd and 10.
They got 8 men up around the line of scrimmage.
All right, now what did he do to draw that whole team off there?
Well, he's using his voice, that's all. And the interesting thing, he was coming out of the huddle saying, it's on 2, it's on 2. And I guess the defense wasn't paying any attention to him.
The way they're talking, somebody might have moved. A lot of officials are huddling there. The Riders only have rushed for 1 yard in this game. Remember, they're the top rushing team in the World League last year.
They've really struggled on offense thus far this half.
Okay, all right.
But you know, when you have an aggressive defense.
Defense, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
Well, it was 8 guys that jumped there.
That's right. When you have an aggressive defense like this, you can use your voice. Take a look at this. 8 men around the line of scrimmage. Oh, hey, let's go. We're going to have a party back in the pocket.
That's a pretty good draw when you get them all going like that.
And again, they have 8 men around the line of scrimmage.
5 Knights penalties, 40 yards against them, and the quick hit to Searcy, and he gets it close to midfield. And that'll be a 3-yard gain. Will leave San Antonio third and short.
Ivory. ISO. Ivory. All right. How about 24 ISO? Whoa. No. Who's calling Jumbo out? Jeff. Nobody calls Jumbo. Okay. King right, 24 ISO.
King right, 24 ISO. All that is an off tackle to the right side. It'll be inside, though. It'll be inside the tackle. It won't be a wide play. You can hear Brad yelling two now. Now, if I was a defensive player, I'd think it's on 2.
They just sent Brown at the game on this play. He gets the ball. He drops the ball. And the Knights have the ball. Philander Newton recovers the fumble. Knights football.
God damn it!
Now, Brown had been sitting on the bench for this entire possession until that down. They put him in to run that play, and he fumbled.
See what happens here. Just gets hit right on the ball. It's something that was a running back that has not been in the game for a while is a little cold, and he's not used to what's going on in there. The hands and the elbows and the feet flying everywhere. He's got to go in there and you got to hold on to the ball.
First down for the Knights at their 44. 7.5 to go in the first half. 3-0 the Knights lead. Slack on a good fake. Oh, and he got caught from behind. Nice dive by Chris Thieneman. And that'll be a 5-yard gain. Slack, meeting him in person yesterday, Boomer impressed us. He's much bigger than you'd think. Very thick in the upper body.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got good ability too. He's got nice eyes. He feels the pressure. He moves away from the pressure. You can see right here. He's hanging in there. Feels the pressure. Shows a little. Was cool right there and just got away and made yards, made positive yards.
Second down, 5. Quick shot to Kip Lewis. And he fumbles that one out of bounds on the far side, but that'll be a Knights first down inside the 40.
Nice job by Reggie. Again, they were blitzing. He knew the blitz was coming. He stood right in the face of the blitz. Delivered the ball right on the money.
61-33.
That's his hot receiver. As soon as he sees the blitz, he knows who his quick receiver is, and that's what he exactly just threw it right out to the flat.
Miles Davis, real friendly guy until they start throwing the ball around. Wilkerson dragged down. Short gain. Miles Davis has an interesting approach on Reggie Slack. Boomer said, you know, right now Reggie Slack couldn't even compete. If something were to happen to Warren Moon.
Load 60 Z-Choice Special.
He said, well, after this year, we think we can put him in a position where when Warren's time comes to go, he would be able to compete for the job.
Well, you know, and I'm sure Cody Carlson would have something to say about that, too. You know, right now what you're going to see here is Reggie's going to roll to the right. And he's got his one receiver at the top, and here comes the blitz. You got to get rid of it.
Slack goes down, and then he's hit. He was already down, and he got hit, and that'll be a roughing penalty.
Really what he did there, he gave himself up, and the defender didn't realize that he gave himself up. They took an extra shot at him. They got to protect the quarterback.
Willie Fears. Watch Slack go down. He's still alive, but the hit to the head, too. Forearm in there.
Play again. Quarterback penalty is declined. Third down.
Now that was an interesting play. You're not allowed to go down in the World League. You have to advance the ball. You're not allowed to down the ball either at the end of the game, you always have to try to advance the football in the World League.
Did it seem like it locked out? When it hit the turf, did it go pop, pop?
Reggie's hurt. Reggie might have hurt his shoulder.
So Slack being attended to over there, apparently the shoulder, and Brent Peace is on to quarterback. So Peace, who started last year for Birmingham, it's a 3rd down and 16. He is blitzed right away, gets the ball off. And Chris McLemore out of Arizona gets a pretty good gain out of it. There's also a flag down on the play.
Well, now how would you like to be, Brent Peace? You're the guy that's been on the bench, and all of a sudden they call a pass play. In comes the blitz. There you are. You have to deliver the ball. he took quite a shot on that play.
It looked like San Antonio, yeah, they were offside. The blitz man who came up at the last second was offside. Back.
And I felt something. I didn't know. He just jammed it. Yeah.
Here's the pressure on Peace. You can see it's a little screen pass. He gets it off, but welcome to the game, Brent.
Hinton was the man that was offside. You know, Boomer, I'm going to go back to that last play where Slack goes down.
Offside. Defense. 5 yards. 3rd down.
There's a case where I think that rule might be a little misguided.
Up over your head, reliably.
It's like
if Slack sees a rush coming and he's going to go down and take the loss, why should he be penalized for it?
Well, I don't think that in that particular, for some reason he went down and there was really no pressure on that particular play. That's what the official sees. But it looked to me like he hurt his left shoulder, which obviously is good news because he's right-handed, if there is good news about an injury.
Well, Peace got wrapped up there, and Chris Thieneman got him. So a 4th sack by San Antonio, and that will take the Knights again out of any scoring possibility. Ooh, that one hurt a little bit, huh?
Well, here's Reggie. He might have gotten hurt on the play before this. I don't think he didn't get hurt on that play. It looked like he might have gotten hurt on the play before this.
He's got his left shoulder.
It looks like he's trying to protect his left shoulder again anyway. That's maybe why he went down.
4:20 to go in the half. Lojadal, the punt. Yeah, that one's absolute shank. Straight up, straight down. A little bit of a help on the bounce. Oh, and a nice last kick there.
Well, it's going to go down as a punt inside the 20.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but it got there.
27 yards total. So Reggie Slack talking to the sideline. The Knights leading 3-0.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together, Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds, except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99, for a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Unleash yourself in the mind maze. Free your imagination. Escape your reality. Can you win in the mind maze? It's a perfect place. Drift into another world where everything is what you make it. It's magic. It's the Mind Maze. The Mind Maze, where it's all in your imagination. Call 1-900-933-9283. Adults 18 and over only. $5 per minute.
Next time you need a hotel, think twice.
Embassy Suites.
2 big rooms. 1 big suite.
Embassy Suites.
A place to work. A place to play.
Embassy Suites.
Breakfast is free. Evening beverages too.
Embassy Suites.
Think twice. Twice the hotel. Call 1-800-EMBASSY.
In your face football. Be there when the San Antonio Riders take on the Sacramento Surge. World League football on USA. Next Saturday night at 8 Eastern.
Helmet cam brings us the genteel life of a pro football linebacker. Mark Ledbetter of San Antonio.
We have Mark Ledbetter as the predator, and Kip Lewis as his prey. That's what it's all about. You want good hustling defensive linebackers, and right there you're looking at a mean, nasty one when he's on the field.
That's the guy I was looking for. He's okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, because he didn't see it coming.
You know what amazes me now, watching through helmet cam, and especially watching through helmet cam, how quickly everything moves on the field. It looks so easy up here. 2nd and 10 for Brad Gable. And he's down for no gain or perhaps a loss. Cecil Fletcher in for the Knights.
Play previous to this, Brad actually had a receiver open and didn't hit him, and that would have been a nice big gain for them. Their average yards per gain on first down is actually -1 yard.
Shotgun. And this is they're falling a little bit into the trap they did last week. The Riders are. They weren't able to run the ball. They have not been able to run yet tonight. 5 DBs for the Knights.
Here comes the blitz.
Pass is caught by Brown, and the tackle is made by Richard Carey. That's where you got the sound from, and it's shy of a first down.
That was good defensive play there. It's 3rd and 9. You want to blitz, and when you blitz, you know the quarterback's going to throw it short and quick. When you have one of your better tacklers, Richard Carey, out there, you can take that chance on defense, and that's a good play by Mouse's defensive coaching staff.
Joe Herring, who runs the defense for the Knights. So Ken Sullivan will punt. The Knights will get the ball back with around 2 minutes to play in the half. This one has a chance to be run back by Davis Smith. The 25. They call him the mighty. Whoa, the ball is free. Who has it? Nope, the Knights get it back. The mighty Knight, 5'5" Davis Smith runs it back 8 yards. Let's go to Michael Barkamp.
With Giants head coach Ray Handley, and I've been asking everyone, I'll take a poll of you. Who do you like out here tonight? Where's the top talent?
Well, I'm most interested in watching certain players. We have Dennis Tripp on this team, so I'm watching Tripp's progress. I'm trying to watch some of the cornerbacks. Good quickness down here by Tony Jones, number 22, and you know, some of the players from the NFL playing well. Chris Oldham's playing well. So.
Keeping tabs at all on Mike Perez. He was associated with the Giants last season. He's doing a good job for Frankfurt this season. What's his status with you guys?
Well, you know, we've had Mike Perez with us a couple of times, and we drafted him in the 6th round and let him go a couple of years ago, and then brought him back last year, 2 different occasions. And you know, Mike is a guy that's had a couple of shots with us, and we're still watching his progress because he's never really had a chance to play other than preseason with us.
You had a little bit of a rough transition year coming off a Super Bowl year, and you said this season you wanted to be a Ray Handley team. What will change this year for the Giants?
Well, I don't think a lot will change. I think I'll just be a lot more comfortable and do things the way I want to have them done rather than the way we've done them in the past. Just you know, if there wasn't a reason to change, I didn't want to change anything. Now there's a reason to change, so we'll do some changing.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Ray Handley. Ted?
Hey, Michael, thank you. We're at 2 minutes to play in the half. Great timing, Michael. Watching that clock all day. Brent Peace quarterbacking for the Knights. Reggie Slack having a bruised left shoulder. The Knights have a 3-0 lead.
I was seeing my parents off, and I realized...
Dad, what do you got in here? Gardening equipment?
They've planned their retirement for a long time.
Common sense says the time to plan for your future is today.
One day, it's going to be our turn.
And Fidelity Investments, America's largest mutual fund company, can help you begin.
Debbie?
One day, Jeff sat down to figure out how much we'll have for retirement.
How's it going, Einstein?
Very funny. Take a look at
I
this.
thought we were doing a pretty good job. At this rate, we'll never retire.
Over 2 million Americans trust their retirement savings to Fidelity with choices like Magellan Fund. Magellan's approach to stock investing has made it the #1 performing mutual fund for the past 15-year period. So call Fidelity now for this free booklet, a common sense guide to planning for retirement. You'll also receive everything you need to take your first step. Call 1-800-223-9600. Fidelity Investments. Common sense. Uncommon results.
Banana George Blair does a pretty good job of staying young. We just helped him out with the dash, seats, and tires of his car. There is a fountain of youth, and we own the patent. Armor All Protectant. Got the edge.
Well, the left ankle of Brad Gable being wrapped up in some ice. For the Riders starting quarterback, sideline, and Mike Johnson Played for the Riders last year and started some games. He's warming up there. He is a left-hander.
I like that.
You do. And Mike Johnson will be coming in. Brent Peace is now quarterbacking for the Knights. Eric Wilkerson running on 2nd and 10. And he gains 4 yards before Rob White makes the tackle. So both starting quarterbacks have been knocked out for now. Slack has a bruised left shoulder. Gable a injury to the left ankle.
Well, maybe that's why the Riders aren't throwing more. Maybe because they can't protect. You know, I think that you want to make sure that you protect somebody like Brad and a guy of his ability. So obviously he's taking some shots tonight, and unfortunately he's twisted an ankle now. And we'll see how much confidence these two coaches have in their backup quarterbacks.
And Peace throws a ball that looked like it got deflected on the way out. Peace also took a big shot from Chris Thieneman. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you, these quarterbacks are taking shots. Brent's coming off the field a little bit woozy right now himself.
So Lil Jadal on the punt again for the Knights with 1:21 to play in the half. San Antonio should get, but for them, well, they're going to get good field position. Another very short punt. Oh, it takes a great bounce. Oh, look at that. That's a 25-yard hop. And it's back inside the 10. So the Riders have had terrible field position the entire half, and that will continue.
Darryl Colbert needed to catch that ball. When you get a short punt like that, you got to go catch it.
Turns out to be a 54-yard punt. And Mouse now knows he has 2 timeouts left, and the Knights may use them defensively here, having San Antonio backed up inside the 10 with a new quarterback coming in.
That's my bad. I should have gone Theo Mice. But we almost had it over here. They grabbed Chris around the neck. Coach,
that happens in football, doesn't it?
Rabbit's going to be ready to go in, all right? Okay. Hey, they don't know what formation they're in. Oh, we're going to.
Mike Johnson is the quarterback from the 9-yard line. Look at this, airing it out up top. And trying to run it down was Wayne Walker. And he got tied up with the defensive back, which is where that noise was coming from. Richard Carey on the coverage. Tuesday night, USA's Tuesday night fights will feature one of the heavyweight division's top challengers, Riddick Bowe, as he opposes Conroy Nelson from Atlantic City at 9 Eastern. Live Tuesday night fights on USA.
Mike Johnson has a big, strong arm, as we see. He just launched that ball about 50 yards.
He started some games for the Riders last year when they ran through a bunch of different quarterbacks. And this is George Searcy on the carry. Look at Searcy breakaway. And George looks like he ran out of some gas there. Hey, look at that, a spike for getting it out to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what this Rider offense needed. I'll tell you what, coming out and throwing on 1st down was a risky play.
53 hustle, 63. Rabbit next play, all right? Rabbit next play.
They've had such terrible field position this entire half. This is about the best they've had at their own 40-yard line.
Well, obviously, that's their biggest play of the half.
Right here. Right here.
31-yard run.
You out there.
And there's Richard Carey out there trying to tell the defense where to stand.
And a nice spin away by Dante Whitaker.
Need to call timeout right now. Good job by Mike. He goes over and finds the official, immediately calls timeout. He looks real good right now. He looks real composed in the pocket. He's throwing the ball real nice.
That gentleman, we haven't seen play yet tonight, a 3-time Pro Bowl lineman in the 80s for the New England Patriots. Brian Holloway, after 3 years away from football, has come back this year. And you can see he is, along with Babe Laufenberg in Ohio, the 2nd oldest player in the World League. Brian Holloway took a leave from a very good job. And at halftime, we're going to hear from Brian Holloway and listen to him explain why he's back playing professional football, part of our Budweiser halftime report.
I'd be interested in hearing that.
Brian Holloway, 3-time Pro Bowler. Injuries finally drove him out of the game. But it's a game he's never been able to shake. A lot of guys in the World League feel that way.
You're going to make me all world today.
That's Richard Carey talking to a wide receiver for San Antonio.
turnovers.
Carey being the defensive back for the Knights.
Ah, there's a sack as David Dean brings down Johnson.
Richard Carey, he's a character, I'll tell you. There he is.
4 sacks for the Knights. San Antonio has 2 timeouts left, and it might have been well served to use one there. A lot of time ticking away. Johnson looping one. Incomplete, intended for Darryl Colbert. And there's Carey again.
When are you guys gonna make me all world today? All world.
You know, that's the way you want your cornerback to be, though, because that is one of the loneliest positions on the field, if not the loneliest. I mean, you're out there one-on-one against some of the best athletes, you know, in the game, and everybody sees you.
And in this league, your hands are tied. The defensive back can't do anything. Can't bump anybody.
No, he's one of the 2 short gang. You know, he's about 5'7". He's a Mouse Davis type of guy.
So 15 seconds. It's 3rd and 12. That was a nice throw by Johnson.
Call timeout. You gotta call timeout.
And this will give the Riders a chance. Wayne Walker on the catch.
That was a real nice throw. Mike put it right in there, right? And the receiver did a nice job of shielding Richard Carey from the ball. Good execution. Part of the Riders.
Play. Get out the field.
He's telling the kicker, get off the field.
Michael, 9 seconds, Mike. What do you think? Oh, we gotta. I think we gotta take a shot. Take a shot at it. 80, go, huh? Take a shot at it. Shot. Look at one-on-one to Wayne outside. Right. 80, go, and throw. Make sure you throw. If you can't get it to Wayne right now, throw the ball away, out of bounds. We got it 9 seconds. Let's go. Split Roscoe. 80, go. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Come here. Run black 9 protection and just tell Wayne to go. Okay?
All black 9 protection is a solid protection where, you know, if they blitz, you got it all picked up. Don't worry about it. You got a 7-man protection as opposed to a 5-man protection. And what they're doing is they're just going to take a shot down the sideline. They're going to throw it up and see if the receiver can make a play.
And that's going to be 80, Wayne Walker, going against Carey.
Here he comes.
Carey wants it.
Don't get scared now, Eddie. Don't get scared now.
Here it comes. Richard Carey. The Muhammad Ali of the World League.
Way out of the end zone.
Come on now. Yo, besides you on, ref. Besides you on.
He's great. He is the greatest. The Muhammad Ali of the World League.
But you know that sometime in this game, somebody's going to get a shot on him when he's not looking, right?
Oh, you know that. I can tell you right now, they're going to go back in the locker room. They're going to say, that number 23, he's got a big mouth. Got to take care of him.
Jim Gallery, 41 yards. He's had some NFL time. University of Minnesota product, and there's some movement. I think that's going to cost the Riders 5 costly yards.
Jim Gallery was actually with us in 1989, I believe it was. I don't know. I'm so old right now, Ted. I'm not really sure who was with me when we were with. I don't know.
Ball start. Number 6.
You know what school you played at?
I can't remember.
Still 2nd down.
No, actually, I'm a proud alumnus of the University of Maryland. You know that, Ted.
I thought you were going to tell me about East Islip High.
Oh, yeah, that too. But that's even longer. But actually, Gallery's got a real strong leg. He had a little trouble with accuracy. So the distance is not the problem. 46-yarder here.
Kent Sullivan, the punter, does the holding. And let's see what we have here. We have a timeout. San Antonio takes their final timeout with 3 seconds to play in the half.
Let's go. Yeah.
So to be interesting. Okay, now.
Offense.
It's okay, Jim.
What do you think?
What do you think here?
Huh? What do you think? Can you hit it?
It's safe. It's safe. Everybody
It's pretty heavy.
We're talking about the wind now. He's kicking into the wind. It's a 46-yarder into the wind.
All right. Go ahead.
That's interesting. Coach calling timeout because he's not sure about his own kicker.
Well, you know, I think he just wants to get the feeling, you know.
He's got the leg.
So he's got the leg. They know that he's got the leg. It's just a little question of the accuracy back here. He really does have a very strong leg, though.
Gallery, you cost me $16,089.
There you go.
You still can't kick.
Oh, you see, Richard. Richard was with us when Gallery was with us, and unfortunately, Gallery missed a few field goals.
That's vicious. And somebody else comes barreling in. Well, sometime tonight we'll get this kickoff for you. Doug Nicholas came charging in, and then Doug Nicholas got pushed back down.
Oh man, Richard Carey's got a great memory.
Encroachment. Number 69 defense.
Well,
5 yards.
I gotta tell you something. If we could mic college basketball players, like if you could have mic'd the Michigan players tonight against Cincinnati, this is what you'd been hearing. Richard Carey's playing the wrong sport.
Right, exactly. You're exactly right. No, and speaking of the University of Cincinnati, even though that things didn't fare as well as they would have liked, I'd like to congratulate Coach Bob Huggins and the UC Bearcats for doing what I thought was an outstanding job. How's that, Ted?
41 again for Gallery. And after all of that, he missed it. We ought to give Richard Carey some talent fee tonight, don't you think?
I'll tell you what, we might be able to get him on Arsenio or let him in or something like that.
I told him he couldn't kick. Goddamn Gallery.
That's the best entertainment of the half, right there.
That's what it's all about. You want to get into a kicker's head, and the thing that the kicker has to do is he has to, block all of that out. I mean, that's what it's all about. You're just trying to intimidate him. It's just a part of the game.
Jim Gallery, who was the Riders kicker last year, left this one outside. 41, and the first half ends with the Knights leading San Antonio 3-0.
In the beginning, man was created. In the future, man will create Eve.
Oh, man, you're a machine.
He's a cop with a partner created by science.
You're the brains, I'm the muscle.
I'm the brains and the muscle.
So what am I?
The one that can get killed.
What science couldn't teach her, her partner can.
I have to take a shower.
Ooh, can I wash?
No!
What if I close my eyes?
Man and Machine this week on NBC.
I remember it felt like the hottest day of the year. I was all alone with the kids. Then it happened. The cooling went out.
Mommy, I'm hot!
I had to do something fast, and it had to be right. I called my Reen dealer. He was there in no time. He said he'd take care of the problem, and he did. What could have been a very hot day in our lives was made right, thanks to our Reen dealer.
You know it's right if it's Reen.
Ann Arbor! Smith's Floor Covering is consolidating its operation with Ann Arbor Carpets. Smith's entire stock of first-quality sheet vinyl and tile flooring from Armstrong, Congolium, and Mannington must be sold at once-in-a-lifetime cash-and-carry consolidation discounts. 20, 40, 60, up to 70% off. Plus, take 3 months to pay interest-free. Don't miss this total inventory sell-off as Smith's Floor Covering consolidates with Ann Arbor Carpets. State Circle, just south of Briarwood. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
Sit on. Today, Wendy's is happy to announce a great low price on a new old-fashioned single combo. It's a quarter a pound of fresh beef, hot off the grill, made just the way you want it. Plus, baby fries that are really big, and you get your favorite 20-ounce drink. Now, that's what I call a real meal. What's more, you save a bundle.
Try Wendy's old-fashioned single combo, just $2.99 for a limited time.
Was it something I said?
The Budweiser Halftime Report is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, nothing beats a Bud.
The Knights of New York, New Jersey in their home opener leading San Antonio 3-0 at the half. A lot of offense in the first quarter, but not a lot of points for the Knights. But New York, New Jersey on their team has a former 3-time NFL Pro Bowler who's found his love for football rediscovered in the World League.
I was at my son's Little League game, and I had to leave when they started cheering.
just because it brought back, and just in the smell of the air, enormous emotions. And it was like I couldn't touch it again. I was on the other side.
Dream on, dream on, dream
The most exciting part of the Patriots for me was I played with John Hannah. And then in a matter of 3 or 4 years, we worked our way through the wild card and we were in the Super Bowl.
Like so many others, injuries would dictate Brian Holloway's career, which would end with the Los Angeles Raiders midway through the 1988 season.
It had been half my life I'd been playing football, and your body was on a cycle. So even if you wanted to stop it, you couldn't. It's, I don't want to call it being an animal, but it was your nature that your body would change and your chemistry would get ready for a fight. And your emotions would shift, and all of a sudden you'd have less patience, and things would make you, you have a quicker trigger. And it was almost as if I had to break that addiction. It was very difficult. That period of time, though, is that can the guy play? There was no game film. They needed evidence. What does the World League do for me? It gets me that evidence that I need if, in fact, an opportunity does exist for me to return to the National Football League. Well, that's the other picture, but the picture I'm focusing on during this season is the privilege to come back and to experience the game again.
I'll tell you, it's been interesting getting to know Brian. I wondered initially what his motives were in coming to the World League. Here was a guy, obviously, who had, I think, 8 years NFL. He'd been in the Super Bowl. He'd been in Pro Bowls. And I wondered what he was trying to accomplish here. And what I'm finding out about him is he just loves football. He likes being around it. And that's really refreshing to be around a guy who's playing just for the love of the game.
I really thought I was going to walk into an NFL camp-type atmosphere, which is clearly not the case. There is a tremendous hearty love for the game of football, and the players are focused on that love and wanting to play for the game, just like you hear people say, boy, I wish, what happened to the olden days when the athletes just played because they loved the game? I'd give my right arm just to step on the field. Look how much money they're making. If you had to look into what that spirit is of the American athlete that some people think is gone, it's very much alive here in the World League. Everyone gets paid the same. There's not the ego issues. They're not the salary issues. It's football in the raw. That's the only way I can describe it. It gives you all the things that you believe that it should be.
I'm not taking this. You take it. I'm not taking it. You take it. You take it. You take it.
To protect the environment, many communities are banning curbside pickup of yard debris. You need the MTD Chipper Shredder. It turns mountains of debris into small piles of mulch. Or try an MTD mulching mower. MTD mulchers recycle nutrients back into your lawn, and they'll never leave you holding the bag. MTD Yard Machines, the best buy on the American landscape. American made, American owned.
My wife sent me to Payless for some shoes. I didn't even know Payless had men's shoes. Well, right away I like the place because there's no salespeople breathing down your neck, and they got all the shoes out. So you don't have to keep saying, you got this in a 10, and you got this in a 10. For once, I get a pair of shoes I like with no hassle. You ought to call it painless.
Hurry into Payless and find these men's shoes on sale starting at just $12.99. For shoe shopping that's painless. Who'd have guessed? Payless.
Give me 3 soaps, give me 3 soaps, Spirit. Give me 3 soaps, all in one. Give me 3 soaps, give me 3 soaps, Spirit. 'Cause I love what you have done.
New Spirit's a whole new kind of soap because it works like a cleansing bar, a deodorant bar, and a moisturizing bar all in one.
Give me 3 soaps, give me 3 soaps, Spirit. Give me 3 soaps, all in one.
New Spirit. It's like 3 soaps in one.
You rode the same rides, ate the same junk, got the same heartburn. But his antacid's different from yours. His Tums has calcium. Most antacids don't. Regular Rolaids uses an aluminum salt. This uses aluminum and magnesium. So does this. Of all these, only Tums helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need every day.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
Calcium-rich Tums.
Offense has clearly not been on the menu for this first Saturday of the third week of the World League. Low-scoring games today, and Boomer in this first half, not a lot of offense. In fact, both starting quarterbacks knocked out with injury.
Well, and actually, both the second-string quarterbacks that have come in, especially Mike Johnson, have looked very good. So I think that hopefully in the second half we'll see a little bit more of the offense opening up a little bit.
So in our quest to find highlights to show you from the first half, we didn't have a lot of offensive plays, but instead we're going to lean on our old friend Helmet Cam to show you a little bit of what the game looked like on the field in the first half. First, we'll take a look at San Antonio's Mark Ledbetter playing and officiating.
Well, this is like all players. We all think that we know how to do everything. So, and you can see right here just how Ledbetter will start calling, telling the official what's going on.
There's a pick right there. Good call. There's a pick, baby. He got it. He got it.
Illegal pick by the wide receivers of the New York, New Jersey Knights. All right, now we'll take a look at Mark Ledbetter making a tackle. This will be a running play that he'll wrap up Eric Wilkerson.
And you can see the intensity. You can hear it right here. Every play is a violent collision, more or less, and it's and you really get the feel of the velocity and the ferociousness of what a football game is all about.
I think you gave this the apt name, the highlight of the first half, the Predator.
That's right. This will be Ledbetter again as the Predator, and his prey will be a little wide receiver by the name of Kip Lewis, and you can hear the grunting here.
I don't mind telling you, Boomer, I watched that, and I question your sanity pursuing your profession.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not easy, but it's something special about the physicalness of the game that I think all football players truly appreciate. And it's something about waking up after a game with the aches and the pains of the things that go along with it. So that's what makes it really one of the greatest games of all.
I tell you, someday I'd love to put Helmet Cam on you and let you watch it again afterwards. Well, we have a first half with the Knights leading 3-0 over San Antonio. We'll be back with the second half on USA in just a moment.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
Ann Arbor! Smith's Floor Covering is consolidating its operation with Ann Arbor Carpets. Smith's entire stock of first-quality sheet vinyl and tile flooring from Armstrong, Congolium, and Mannington must be sold at once-in-a-lifetime cash-and-carry consolidation discounts. 20, 40, 60, up to 70% off. Plus, take 3 months to pay interest-free. Don't miss this total inventory sell-off as Smith's Floor Covering consolidates with Ann Arbor Carpets. State Circle just south of Briarwood. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
Sit on. Today, Wendy's is happy to announce a great low price on a new old-fashioned single combo. It's a quarter a pound of fresh beef, hot off the grill, made just the way you want it. Plus, baby fries that are really big, and you get your favorite 20-ounce drink. Now, that's what I call a real meal. What's more, you save a bundle.
Try Wendy's old-fashioned single combo, just $2.99 for a limited time.
Was it something I said?
The Budweiser Halftime Report has been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, nothing beats a Bud.
At the Meadowlands, 3-0 of the points, and the numbers pretty much indicate an even first half without a lot of offense. The Knights had most of their 112 yards on their first 2 possessions.
San Antonio had almost all of their passing yards in the last series.
Let's go down to Michael Barkett.
All right, with Mike Riley, a little bit sloppy in the first half. It just kicked off. What are you going to do second half?
Well, what we're going to try to do is mix it up a little bit more with our protection so they can't key in on us so much. I think that's real important for us at this point.
All right, I'll let you coach your team. There's something unusual about being able to talk to a coach during a game, guys. Back to you.
What's even more unusual is he stayed there and answered you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised you just punch you right in the mouth. If you ever come near me with that microphone during one of my games, I'm going to hit you.
You gave me an interview last year, I recall.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of the professional things to do, you know?
Yeah.
Some would call your suggestion, Boomer, a public service.
That's right, exactly.
Best starting spot for San Antonio of the game as the kick went out and the Riders start at their 35. Mike Johnson staying in the game. Brad Gable out late first half, injured left ankle.
One of the things that Mike Riley was talking, I'm sorry about that. One of the things that Mike Riley was talking about in that interview was the fact that they have to mix up their protections. And I think because the amount of blitzing that the Knights do, that you have to try to confuse the defense, and that's exactly what he's trying to do.
What do we turn here?
Ivory Brown was the ball carrier, gaining 2. Working on Mike Riley's audio.
The Knights always pack 8 men in around the line of scrimmage on defense.
Oh, great catch. Down to Whitaker, the tight end, who said had a fine game last week and makes his 3rd catch of this game.
He shows real good ability with his hands. This is the 3rd nice catch that he has caught the ball away from his body. See right here what he does is he just tips the ball up. This is the hardest thing for a receiver to do, to go over the middle like that, outstretched, to concentrate on a football. Nice catch.
And Mike Johnson has the Riders at the Knights 42. Ivory Brown, the ball carrier. Wrapped up again after a short game. Ron Sancho, top linebacker for the Knights, 52 makes the tackle. Mike Johnson, quarterback, played at Akron. And led Akron to their first winning season ever as Division 1A. He was drafted, or not drafted, I should say, signed as a free agent by the Phoenix Cardinals, played in their training camp in 1990, and was released by Montreal before the first World League season. The Riders picked him up. I feel like he quarterback with some pretty good potential.
He's shown some nice poise. He's thrown the ball extremely well. Really moved the offense effectively.
That was
should be interference. That should be interference. Richard bumped him before the ball got there.
He'll have a response here.
Oh, you know he will.
You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me!
See, he knows that he got caught, you know, because he really can't argue with it. If that's all he's going to say is, you got to be kidding me.
Pass interference, number 22 defense, 15 yards, first down.
See right here, check right here. You'll see him bump receiver right before the ball gets there. Bang, right there.
They gave it to the wrong guy. They announced Tony Jones, but it was definitely carried. 7th penalty on the Knights and a first down at the Knights 25. Oh, and just off the hands of Wayne Walker.
God damn it!
You know, it's like a boxing match out there. I mean, you got to be confident in what you're doing. You got to get the other guy's head. Might be doing just a little bit too much talking, I think, because now you can really motivate the other players.
I think Muhammad Ali realized what he was starting 30 years ago.
A little incidental contact there. They're not going to call that. The officials won't call that. It's contact that doesn't really have any bearing on the outcome of the play.
At the 25 of the Knights, Johnson is 3 for 7. And Walker takes it down inside the 20. Pat Marlett making the tackle for the Knights.
I like this offensive series by the Riders. They're mixing it up. They're really throwing the ball effectively now on first down.
Third and about 3. Doubles, flex. quick, 55. 53 quick, 55. 53 quick, 55.
It should be a quick screen or it'll probably be a quick screen to the wide receivers. Yeah. One of the wide receivers, or I'm trying to think, it could be a quick draw up the middle as well. Take a look here. Look out to the wide receiver.
Oh, way overthrown. Had enough yardage there as Titus Dixon had pushed the defender back, but Johnson threw the ball way up too high, and it's an incompletion. And again, as you mentioned, Boomer, and in all seriousness, sometimes, you know, you're throwing a lot of 5'8" receivers.
Well, you know, he actually let that ball get away from him a little bit, but that's a play that they need to complete for the first down. That was an extremely important play in this game because, you know, that was a play that should have been executed. That wasn't.
This will be 36 yards for Jim Gallery. He missed a 41-yarder to end the first half. You can see a little more careful on the approach of that one, and he nails it through there, so our game is tied with 11-21 to play in the third quarter. The Riders and the Knights are now tied at 3.
Perché sei andato, Marco?
Why are foreign films so foreign?
Perché domando perché?
Try Bud Dry. It's dry brewed, not watered down, to drink light yet satisfy completely. So at least refreshment speaks to everyone.
When you need to know what's going on in the sporting world, there's only one number you need to call. 1-900-370-3322. Jim Fice Sports Extra at 75 cents per minute. Jim Fice Sports Extra provides you with the fastest and most complete scoring updates in the country, all in the official Nevada rotation. You're able to access the latest Vegas line, weather conditions, injuries, and much, much more. Call 1-900-370-3322.
Making your place look great should be fun and save you money. To do it right the first time, just ask Ace.
This 4 cubic foot wheelbarrow is only $19.99. An Ace lawn rake or round point shovel, just $5.99 each.
Ace Best Buy is another reason Ace is the place for you.
The Edge.
At the Meadowlands, we're tied at 3. Early third quarter is Jim Gallery's 36-yard field goal puts San Antonio on the board. Brad Gable, the starting quarterback for San Antonio, sprained left ankle, will not come back. 6 for 9, but sacked 3 times. And
not counting the amount of hits he was taking after he was releasing the ball. He even got hit a few times after handoffs. That's when you're going to play the Knights and you're going to play their defense. You're going to have to stand in there and you're going to have to take some shots.
We'll see about Reggie Slack here as Cornell Burbage fields the short kick. And goes very, very little distance with it, and a flag comes in as well. Albert Williams, 54, made the play for San Antonio. Let's find Michael Barkey.
All right, 36 rows back on the right 40, and Brad Gable is out with a sprained right ankle. He says he will return as long as he gets something to help him out in the drug-related area. That's what he says. He will be back. Also, I want to point out that the Knights have the second highest attendance mark in the World League. They've got about 40,000 out tonight. Not too bad on a night like tonight. Excuse me, sir. Just take a look at that. Okay. Back to you guys.
I think Barkhan's the oldest person in the crowd here. Really young.
It is a young crowd. It's a good crowd, too. You know, they're really up for their team. They're supporting them. They've had, you know, a pretty good game thus far. Actually, Slack is back in the game, so let's see what the extent of his injury does to the offensive play calling from this.
We'll have to wait here. We are told that Gable will not come back for San Antonio, but Slack is back for the Knights, which means we'll be able to hear again. Reggie's wired for audio.
Ready. Little Z hook here. He should be rolling to the right. Go!
Slack 6 out of 8, 80 yards in the first half.
Here he goes.
Oh, right in the hands of Bobby Humphrey.
Can't let those get away from you when you're a defensive back like that. I can tell you, when Reggie Slack let that ball go, his heart skipped a beat.
Wow. Taylor Maine, that had a chance to be 6 if he catches it. Mark Ledbetter in pain.
I'll tell you what, he's something else. I'd love to have him on our side of the ball.
Good job, front!
Mark Ledbetter played at Washington State. In fact, he was a teammate of Mike Utley, the injured Detroit Lions lineman.
Show it.
No gain on the run by Wilkerson,
Okay.
3rd and 10.
Show it, Timmy.
Two of the Knights' offensive linemen, Paul Wolf and Chris Dyko, also played at Washington State.
Well, Brent Peace is back in the game right now. I guess Reggie's shoulder is just not going to allow him to play.
Now, that one didn't look pretty, but it got there, and a first down catch by Lonnie Turner. Just across the 20. Well, Brent Peace had a rough year at Birmingham last year, as you see Reggie Slack sitting down. Doesn't feel right.
I couldn't hardly get the ball to Eric because it came out and it didn't go back in immediately.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign, but again, at least it's not his right throwing shoulder.
And another quick out, and that one caught on the other side by Burbage. Another 11-yard play and a first down.
Two nice throws by Brent, right on the money. Safe outside throws, one-on-one.
This is going to come out, or it feels like it's going to come out.
Now, Mouse Davis was very happy with the way Brent Peace played in training camp this year. He had a rough year at Birmingham last year, but he was ahead of Reggie Slack right up until the last week of their training.
Well, he's got the tools, you know. He can throw the ball effectively. He's a bright kid. He can handle it. And he just needs the opportunity to get into the proper system, and that's where he is now. He's in a system where he can really showcase his talents as a thrower.
Well, while Peace gets the play, Brad Gable's leaving the field on crutches. World League teams this year are all dressing a third quarterback. There is Gable. All the World League teams are dressing third quarterbacks. They can only play if the first two quarterbacks are injured.
It's a similar rule in the NFL.
First down. And a good run by Wilkerson. That'll be near another first down for the Knights. That's the third-string Knights quarterback, Doug Peterson, out of Northeast Louisiana.
You can watch that all night long. I mean, that's what pursuit is all about, and that's what defense is all about. Getting to the ball carrier.
Mark has a full-time job. He's going to be our full-time helmet cannon. Oh, a nice play by Humphrey. And there to break up the pass.
And that's 3 out patterns in a row that Brent has thrown. So now what you have to be aware of if you're a defensive back is the out and up. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt some of these defensive backs for the Riders here later on in this half.
Our crew is already making plans. They're going to try to bring Doug Ledbetter along, or Mark Ledbetter every week as their designated helmet cam defender.
Nice play by Humphrey that time. It's going to take a lot to fool him, though. You know, he's been around for a while.
Peace with a lot of time. Underneath to Lewis. Didn't get there. Good tackle by Malvin Hunter, 55 of the Riders, brings down Kip Lewis shy of the first one.
You really got to like the way Peace is running the offense right now. You know, last year in Birmingham, he didn't have an offense where he was going to drop back and throw all the time, but now he does. He can really showcase his
Z-choice special Z-corner.
He really showcases his talents as a thrower now, because that's what he's doing. He's asked to throw the ball about 30 or 40 times. But they weren't in an offense last year in Birmingham, Ted, that you know, he was going to be asked to throw a lot.
Drop that football, and let's see. Looks like the Knights recover a fumbled snap.
We get it? Yeah.
But that's going to leave them with 4th down.
That was only second, wasn't it?
So you Every now and then, you just, you know, the game's
bucking down.
Hey, let's go.
You did now, so did the scoreboard operator. They had second down on the scoreboard, but it was third down on the down marker. And now it is fourth, and here is Lil Jadal on the punt. He blasts that one. Oh, and also blasted is Barrett by Tony Jones. Wow. Darryl Colbert got smacked. Fortunately, he gets up. Oh, for helmet cam on that hit. 3-all in the third.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together, Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds. Except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99. For a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Ann Arbor! Smith's Floor Covering is consolidating its operation with Ann Arbor Carpets. Smith's entire stock of first-quality sheet vinyl and tile flooring from Armstrong, Congolium, and Mannington must be sold at once-in-a-lifetime cash-and-carry consolidation discounts. 20, 40, 60, up to 70% off. Plus, take 3 months to pay interest-free. Don't miss this total inventory sell-off as Smith's Floor Covering consolidates with Ann Arbor Carpets. State Circle just south of Briarwood. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
Sit on. Today, Wendy's is happy to announce a great low price on a new old-fashioned single combo. It's a quarter a pound of fresh beef, hot off the grill, made just the way you want it. Plus, baby fries that are really big, and you get your favorite 20-ounce drink. Now, that's what I call a real meal. What's more, you save a bundle.
Try Wendy's old-fashioned single combo, just $2.99 for a limited time.
Was it something I said?
Heavyweight contender Riddick Bowe faces off against Canadian champ Conroy Nelson when Budweiser presents USA Tuesday Night Fights. Tuesday night at 9, live Eastern.
Back at the Meadowlands, 6:03 to go in the third. San Antonio and New York, New Jersey tied at 3. The Riders with the ball. And they're 13. And Mike Johnson, and that one knocked out.
Every time.
Wayne Walker.
It's a nice throw by Mike. He's putting a lot of zip on the ball. You know, San Antonio has begun 5 of their 7 possessions inside their own 20-yard line.
55, go. 52 quick, 55, go.
And that's why they've got to feel pretty good about being in a 3-3 game.
Exactly.
Third quarter.
They'll throw a quick little hitch out here on the bottom or to the wide out on the top. That's what 55 go is. It's a quick little pattern.
Johnson's still alive. Now he's down. And a big loss. Ron Sancho. Sancho's hurt. The 5th sack for the Knights. Ron Sancho was an all-World League second teamer last year out of LSU. Down in some pain.
Good defensive series right now going for the Knights.
It'll be 3rd and long yardage for San Antonio when we come back.
Would you pay $200 for the contents of this bottle? $300? More? Every day, thousands of new car buyers do when they buy a dealer-applied paint sealant. The same professional sealant you can now apply yourself for a fraction of the price. Introducing Clear Coat Paint Sealant from Turtle Wax. New Clear Coat Paint Sealant is a high-tech, Teflon-enriched sealant that chemically bonds to your car's finish to help seal out ultraviolet rays, acid rain, and grime, while safely sealing in the showroom shine. 12 full months of protection absolutely guaranteed. Your car not so new? New Clear Coat Paint Sealant cleans off oxidation, shines, and seals in a just polished look for a full 12 months. The same high-tech protection available for hundreds of dollars from professional car appearance detailers. for a fraction of the price. So spend hundreds with them, or save hundreds with this. New Clear Coat Paint Sealant from Turtle Wax. Get new Clear Coat Paint Sealant now at these stores.
I'll borrow my mother's earrings, her scarf, but my mother's tampons. No way! I found new Ultimates, cardboard applicator tampons from Playtex. Great protection, plus a curved cardboard applicator. Ultimates. It's not your mother's tampon.
Jim Ward has found a fountain of youth, and he keeps it in his garage. It's Armor All protectant. It prevents his tires from fading and aging. There is a fountain of youth, and we own the patent, Armor All.
Strike. Counter-Strike, an all-new season on USA, tomorrow night at 10.
The World League teams operate with 36 players plus the extra quarterback. But of the 36 players for the Knights, you can see that only 16 of them are defensive players, and they just added the 16th player on Thursday. That's for 11 positions.
And for their offense, they have no tight end because the run and shoot does not play with tight ends. They need more receivers.
7 wideouts. 3rd and 15, and the completion is to George Searcy, and that's a first down.
And all that was an isolation with the running back coming out of the backfield, one-on-one with the linebacker.
Okay, Mike, tell him at 14 now. Split right, 81 X5, flat.
It's just going to be a drop back pass. Going to be a little flat pattern by the back out of the backfield. Should be here to the right.
24 yards on the last play.
Actually to the left.
And that's going to be another one. First down to Wayne Walker.
I really like the way Mike Riley's calling his offense right now. Mike Johnson is in a rhythm, and he's taking advantage of that.
Split right, 20, lead draw. Split right, 20, lead draw.
I would think right now San Antonio, with the backup quarterbacks in for each team, the Riders have a little bit of the edge.
Well, I don't really know. I mean, both of these guys are, experienced World League quarterbacks, so I think that they're probably about even. This is going to be a little draw play right here.
He's offside.
And that play goes nowhere. Tony Bowles was the ball carrier. We have 3:40 to go in the third quarter, tied at 3.
Okay.
Dennis Tripp made the tackle for the Knights.
What do you think, Con? Split right, 91 X4, Mac. 91 X4. Yeah.
This is another drop back pass. 2nd and 12, you'd think that's what you were calling anyway.
Catch. One is caught by Darrell Colbert. And that's a first down. So the Riders have moved it again.
Flag on the play. Looks like it could be roughing the passer or a personal foul in the backfield here.
And it is against the Knights. So Brad Gable watching on the sideline. His replacement, Mike Johnson, engineering a drive. Reggie Slack watching as he's done for the night. And Brent Peace will be the man who will have to lead the Knights the rest of the way. Joe Herring trying to figure out how to stop Mike Johnson. He's completed 3 straight passes, all for first downs.
Right there, they're doing a real nice job of calling plays for Mike, and they're giving him good protection. You can see that he has a strong enough arm. He just needs the protection. That's what he's getting right now.
That's a tack-on penalty. So the personal foul tacks on to the end of the play.
We got Toby.
And the Riders are at the 28-yard line. Bowles, the running back, picks it up with a block. And the pass is just knocked away. Tony Jones knocked it away from Lee Morris. All right, let's find Michael Parquet. Michael.
Yeah, with the latest in game time preparation, Eric Wilkerson. This is to keep him warm, I guess, right?
Right, keep me warm.
Now, why do you have to do that besides? Did you have a little injury you want to take care of?
Well, I have a little pain in my hip, so only way I can keep it loose is to ride this bike or run around the field. So far, this convenient.
Must be working. He's got 9 rushes, 59 yards. I can't wait to see when he gets back out there, cycling away.
Hey, Michael, when he's done, you should get on that.
I'll give it a shot.
The new fitness craze.
It could improve my career.
No.
I hope our coaches don't make us do that during the game. We got to pass out.
Well, Eric Wilkerson's had a good game running for the Knights. With 2:13 to go in the third, we're tied at 3. And San Antonio now has 3rd down and 10 at the Knights' 28. This is the 9th play of this drive for the Riders. It's their longest possession of the game. Nice move by Johnson. 1st down. And I believe Searcy covered the football for San Antonio. It was knocked away from Johnson by safety Mark Moore of the Knights, but George Searcy covers it.
You can see the athleticism of Mike Johnson moving around the pocket. That's the dangerous thing about playing quarterbacks that are able to run. It's the one threat. It's the one guy that they don't have covered. And he has the ability to make moves like that. Now, he's just got to put the ball away. But he's been really the spark to this team offensively tonight.
So a 1st down for the Riders at the 14 of the Knights. To the end zone and incomplete. Darryl Colbert. Coverage by Dan Land. A property or allocated player by the Raiders.
Mike's had about 4 passes dropped that have gone through receivers' hands. Now, this is a tough catch. It's also a catch that could be made. Let's take a look here. Well, maybe not. It's a tough catch, but you know, I'm a quarterback. I like to see him make that catch. That's all.
Well, I know, and you've gone through this a lot too, Boomer. Is there anything to a left-hander? I mean, does that ball tail different?
Oh, come on, these guys get paid to make catches. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It could be coming from a cannon for all. What difference does it make? Oh, that would have been a tough catch.
Wow, look at the shot put. And it's inside the 10-yard line to Titus Dixon.
Well, again, what the Knights have done now since the Riders have gotten onto their side of the football field is they've really turned up the heat defensively. They're bringing 7, sometimes 8 guys in the passing lanes.
Split right dip. 82 apple, 46 flat. Split right dip.
You're going to throw a little flat pattern.
9 seconds to the quarter.
And they're going to let the quarter run out and run the play at the other end. It's an important play. 3rd down. Coming up for San Antonio at the 9-yard line of the Knights. We'll go to the 4th quarter. The game tied at
3. I was going over my bank statement, and I saw that my rates had never been so low. This is all I'm earning?
Common sense says you can't always depend on yesterday's solutions.
You've got to be kidding.
Fidelity Investments, America's largest mutual fund company, has the income opportunities you may want.
So we're talking investments.
The interest rates I used to get, they're just not there anymore.
Wondering how safe this one or that one is.
But now you want something solid. Who knows? There's got to be something out there.
Sometimes the answer's a lot closer than you think.
Fidelity offers you high current yields with the credit safety of U.S. government securities, higher than you may be earning in the bank, with no sales charge. That's why over 2 million people trust Fidelity to help their money earn more. So call Fidelity now for this free booklet, a common sense guide to investing for income. You'll also receive everything you need to start. Call Fidelity now at 1-800-423-8800. Fidelity Investments. Common sense. Uncommon results.
Come morning, I need a cereal that wakes me up and gets me going. These are just flakes. Just looking at it makes me want to snooze. Hold on a minute. Simple, wholesome, tastes good. Heavens, yeah. This could put some giddy up in my get along. What do you call it?
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes? You got me, didn't you? I hate that.
Taste them again for the first time.
They're still excited at the Meadowlands as we go to the 4th quarter. They know the importance of the play coming up here. 3rd down. 4 yards to go. The Riders have marched at 73 yards. San Antonio now trying to put it in the end zone.
I'll tell you, Ted, this is where it really gets hot and heavy down in here. It's where the defense has got to cause a mistake. They got to make something happen. So they're going to blitz. This is going to be a little flat pattern. It should be right here to the bottom of the screen.
No, carry. Walker knocked the ball away, and you heard the official come in there and say, one more time, you get a flag. Well, it's taken 3 quarters to do that.
That was a nice throw by Mike Johnson that time. It was low and inside. Look at that. It should have been caught. He's been on the money all night long since he's been in there. I mean, he has really added a spark to the offensive team of the Riders. He's been something that obviously has been lacking in their offense the first 2 weeks.
San Antonio takes its first lead on Jim Gallery's 26-yard field goal. It has been Mike Johnson who has sparked the Riders to a pair of second-half field goals and the lead.
Welcome to Pro Football's World Tour Sweepstakes, proudly sponsored by Delta Airlines. Keep watching the World League every week. You could win trips to the hottest pro football action in the world. The Super Bowl, the World League's World Bowl, the NFL's American Bowl, and the Pro Bowl. There are 10 weekly chances to win. Here's how to qualify. Each week, a 3-digit code will be announced during the game broadcast. If it matches the first part of your 7-digit home phone number, use that phone to call 800-542-8558. Limited to 1 entry per week. This week's code is 763. The phone lines are open until noon Eastern Time tomorrow. Each week, someone will win a 27-inch color TV and be a finalist for the grand prize, Pro Football's World Tour. Remember to enter, call 800-542-8558. Delta invites you to watch the World League every Saturday night for your chance to win. The World League, expanding the future of pro football.
My wife sent me to Payless for some shoes. I didn't even know Payless had men's shoes. Well, right away I like the place because there's no salespeople breathing down your neck, and they got all the shoes out. So you don't have to keep saying, you got this in a 10, and you got this in a 10. For once, I get a pair of shoes I like with no hassle. You ought to call it painless.
Hurry into Payless and find these men's shoes on sale starting at just $12.99. For shoe shopping that's painless, who'd have guessed? Payless.
Larry Benson, the man who runs the San Antonio Riders. He's the younger brother of Tom Benson, owner of the New Orleans Saints.
Tom Landry's also a partner of the Riders, if I'm correct.
Yes, right? I'll tell you what, now if the Riders hold on to this lead, we'll probably see Larry Benson down behind their bench before this game's over.
I doubt it.
So the Knights, whose offense has been stymied since the first quarter, will get the ball here down by a field goal with still 14.5 minutes to play. There's the 1-inch tee that is being used for kickoffs in the World League this year. They're trying to experiment with ways to get the kickoff return back in the game. We have not seen, we've seen very few in the first 3 weeks kickoffs that have created touchbacks. And Burbage will have a chance to run this back from the 5-yard line. And Burbage outside to the 30. We're just across the river from downtown Manhattan. And the Knights in their homecoming need some offense in the fourth quarter.
I'm visiting my in-laws. I smoke. They don't. No bother. I've got Wrigley Spearmint Gum. That cool, clean taste is most inviting. When I can't smoke, I enjoy pure chewing satisfaction.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together, Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds. Except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99. For a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
In the beginning, man was created. In the future, man will create Eve.
Oh, man, you're a machine.
The future is a dangerous place. Get ready for Eve, Man and Machine, this week on NBC.
I'm a smoker, but in my office, it doesn't work. No problem. I chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. That cool, clean taste fits any agenda. When I can't smoke, I enjoy pure chewing satisfaction.
Next Saturday on the World League, we'll go to Sacramento, a North American West showdown. The Surge won today. They are now 3-0. San Antonio, if they win here, would be 2-1. The teams would meet next Saturday night, 8 Eastern on USA.
Ted, both of these backup quarterbacks have come in and played actually effectively for both teams, although they haven't been scoring much. But I think that Peace and Johnson both have been playing exceptionally well, considering that they hadn't played the 2 previous weeks.
And off to Wilkerson, who's down. Now, Boomer, talk about Brent Peace. Here's a quarterback who, in his life, I would guess, judging from where he's been in the past, he's never played in the run and shoot. Now he comes in and they say run and shoot. What does he got to do?
Well, this is a great opportunity really for him to showcase that he can throw the football. Everybody wants to see a quarterback that can throw the football. Now, he's not a big imposing guy, so if he can just show that he can be effective in his ability to get the ball downfield and complete some passes, that will really help his chances of enhancing an opportunity to get into the NFL.
There's a sack. Chris Thieneman in again. He has a little celebration for his sacks. The 5th for San Antonio tonight.
I like the looks of San Antonio's defense. Ted, you know, they could have won last week against Birmingham, won their opening game. They look like they're a solid football team. Just need to open that offense up a little bit, which they have done here in the second half.
Plenty of time there, and that one knocked down. He's had a lot of time to throw it. Byron Williams, who last year was an all-World League receiver for Orlando.
That was good coverage. That time by Anthony Cooney. Anthony's all over Williams. See, he's right there.
And the incompletion will bring up the 6th Knights punt by Bob Wilshadal. Colbert back, and San Antonio looking to get decent field position here. Good punt. And a fair catch. The Riders will start at their 38. 12.5 minutes to play, and now San Antonio has the ball for the first time with a lead.
The trouble with lots of lawn tractors is you have to stop every time you shift gears. Now, for about the same price as other tractors, you can buy the new MTD with clutch-free on-the-go shifting that keeps you moving. With the MTD, you'll be finished while other tractors are still going and stopping and going and stopping. MTD yard machines, the best buy on the American landscape. American-made, American-owned.
Ann Arbor! Smith's Floor Covering is consolidating its operation with Ann Arbor Carpets. Smith's entire stock of first-quality sheet vinyl and tile flooring from Armstrong, Congolium, and Mannington must be sold at once-in-a-lifetime cash-and-carry consolidation discounts. 20, 40, 60, up to 70% off. Plus, take 3 months to pay interest-free. Don't miss this total inventory sell-off as Smith's Floor Covering consolidates with Ann Arbor Carpets. State Circle, just south of Briarwood. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
Sit on. Today, Wendy's is happy to announce a great low price on a new old-fashioned single combo. It's a quarter pound of fresh beef, hot off the grill, made just the way you want it. Plus, baby fries that are really big, and you get your favorite 20-ounce drink. Now, that's what I call a real meal. What's more, you save a bundle.
Try Wendy's old-fashioned single combo, just $2.99 for a limited time.
Was it something I said?
Lost her husband, or is it her mind?
Isn't a nightmare.
Lindsay Wagner, Treacherous Crossing on USA. Wednesday night at 9.
White ball, 88 squid stand, all right? That you got to help me on.
Here's a pretty intense guy, too.
Goes, all right? Yeah,
Greg
okay.
Newhouse.
Just let me know on that, all right? So we can tell everybody else what they're seeing.
Greg, well, you got to have an intense guy as a defensive coordinator. I mean, that's the personality that you want your team to have.
Okay, hey, that guy's leaking out now, all right? In black, we got to pick him off, all right? There's a low hole. If we're in 5, we got to stay off, right? The backside guy get some gun trips and all that other stuff.
Look, I'm a quarterback. I really have no idea what he's talking about.
I was going to ask you.
No, I have no idea.
I thought I was the only one that was thick. It's Brown carries for San Antonio.
You know, they talk back and forth about things. Obviously, what he's doing, he's talking to his defensive signal callers, the linebackers. He's telling them exactly what the Knights did on the previous series of downs. And they have all sorts of little code words and things that really you and I wouldn't be able to figure out, but they know exactly what he's talking about.
Those guys are kicking ass inside, man.
Well, they are on Brown. He has only 11 yards tonight, 9 carries. 2nd and 9. And there's a catch by Lee Morris. And he's marked down at the 26-yard line of the Knights. 35 yards.
One of the most difficult passes to defend is the underthrown go pattern. The underthrown go pattern. And that time, Tony Jones had his back turned. The ball was actually underthrown.
Now the Riders in the second half now 150 yards of offense. 140 yards of offense to 30 for the Knights.
Oh my God, is it?
Johnson is averaging 18 yards of completion.
Hit as he throws that one. Oh, and a ball that was up for grabs. Ball's untouched. Tony Jones had a shot at it.
They're bringing the blitz on him. You know, and he's showing the ability to stand in there in the face of the blitz. Unfortunately, they need to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker than he did that time. Got sandwiched between Pritchett and Fletcher.
Fletcher got his arm as he threw it. 2nd and 10. 10:45 to play in the game.
Here they come again with the blitz.
Ooh, and a quick shot there at Colbert. Incomplete. I'll tell you, he's got some juice on that ball, ain't he?
Oh, he's throwing some heat, I'll tell you that. It also makes it difficult. I can't tell you, on a chilly night like tonight, receivers aren't real receptive about catching balls that are going 60 miles an hour.
The receivers ever say that to you? They tell you to ease up?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Believe me, my receivers, they always come back complaining to me about something. Boomer, you did this wrong. Boomer, you did that wrong.
Come on, Mike.
Mike Johnson now is 9 of 21 for 160 yards, but he has 4 or 5 drops at least. There's one short touchdown pass drop.
Oh, and they get Johnson. That's a big sack for the Knights, not only forcing 4th down, but that's going to knock the Riders, I think, out of a field goal try. Marlatt and Schlichting got it. And the decision coming up here, Mike Riley's is kicking. Going to bring Jim Gallery out. This is going to be at least 50 yards.
And now he's kicking with the wind. And his last field goal, he put a little mustard. I believe it was a 31-yarder. He had enough for about a 50-yarder.
Now this is 51. It would be a World League record if he kicks it. And not going to make it. Had the leg, but it was wide. So Jim Gallery trying for what would have been a World League record. Field goal misses. Riders get a good drive, but no points. It stays 6-3 San Antonio.
I lost 40 pounds in 4 months on the Ultra Slim Fast plan, and I've kept it off for over a year.
It's been 2 years since I lost my 25 pounds.
And I lost 30 pounds almost 3 years ago. The plan is easy. I had a delicious shake for breakfast, one for lunch, and then a sensible dinner. It's the delicious low-fat way to lose weight.
We took it off.
And kept it off.
If we can do it, you can do it.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
What? You gotta be kidding me! Have you ever wanted to call the play? Well, now's your chance because you're the coach. Play the game. Make the big calls. Be the game-winning coach. Call now. You can show the coaches how to do it. Use your best strategy to win the big game. You call the play. Now that's how to call a play. If you know football, call 1-900-773-2255. $2.69 per minute, adults only.
General Nutrition.
If you don't like the looks of your car, shoot it with Son of a Gun from STP. Shoot the dash, seats, tires, and roof. Son of a Gun protectant. Man, what a difference.
In-your-face football. Be there when the San Antonio Riders take on the Sacramento Surge. World League football on USA. Next Saturday night at 8 Eastern.
That's who. Wow, thank you. What was the pregame meal tonight?
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Mouse Davis. That timing was beautiful. In his coach's box there, he was talking with Jim Elam, his secondary coach, Will Lewis, defensive assistant, and Pop Jackson, who's his co-offensive coordinator. And Brent Peace hit as he throws that one incomplete.
Got a block him up front! Was that Eric? The turn him loose?
No, it wasn't there.
No, it was backside.
Okay, let's do this. 90 streak Y under. Wide open, 90 streak Y under.
90 streak Y
What
under.
was it?
All that is he's sending his outside receivers deep and his inside receiver underneath, shallow cross, coming to the left side.
Oh, a drop ball by Monty Gilbreth, which drops Peace now to 3 out of 9, but that was one that should have been caught.
Got to make those plays. 3rd and 10. Not easy to complete passes for first downs. 3rd and 10 continually. It's a little crossing play, crossing pattern, catchable ball.
Well, the Knights, in their first 2 possessions of this game, moved the ball very well. Since then, with Reggie Slack having a shoulder injury, they have not done much. Oh, almost intercepted, then caught out of bounds by Burbage. Patrick Hinton had a hand on that ball and almost picked it off.
Nice job by hitting the linebacker, getting out underneath the wide receiver. Shows good ability. Needed to hold on to that ball.
So now we're down to 8.5 minutes. San Antonio should get the ball back. Liljadal gets a good kick away. Colbert going way back inside the 20. And Colbert runs it back to the 28. See some Fletcher on special teams makes the tackle. 48-yard punt, 12-yard return. We'll go from the chaotic, violent world of pro football later this week to the calm serenity of Augusta. USA Network proud again to bring you live first and second round coverage of the Masters. Coverage begins Thursday live at 4 Eastern on USA.
Who do you like, Ted?
I'm supposed to like Freddie Couples. Right?
Well, everybody likes Freddie Couples right now. We're way to go out on a limb.
Greg Norman should win one sometime, doesn't he?
Come on, make a tackle!
Well, George Searcy gets a handoff there and goes nowhere. You know what I like more than anything else? I'd like to play there.
Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful?
David Dean making the tackle, 99 for the Knights as we go under 8 minutes. No touchdowns tonight. Hard to believe in a game featuring the Knights.
It is amazing for the amount of times that they throw the football, but the thing that San Antonio has to guard against right now is getting to be too conservative. You've been playing well the whole second half. You've been throwing the ball. You've been effective. Keep going. You got a hot quarterback.
And that one dropped by Whitaker, the tight end.
Who has played a good game tonight. Who's made all his catches with the exception of that one.
What's interesting here, Boomer, now we're still early in the season. We'll watch this play again.
Ball's right there. That's at least 6 that have been dropped now on Mike.
Already, you have San Antonio looking at, hey, we need to keep pace with Sacramento off to 3-0. The Riders a chance to go 2-1 here, setting up that big showdown next Saturday night in Sacramento.
Well, right now, you take a look at the standings in the World League. Sacramento has to be by far the most improved football team.
And there's a big catch, and that is a first down. Down to Whitaker from Mississippi Valley State.
Well, right back to him. That shows a lot of confidence in his ability to catch the ball. And Mike Johnson knew that, hey, I'm going to go right back at the big guy, and that's exactly what he did.
4th catch for Whitaker. Yeah, mouse nose.
And this is the frustrating point in the game right now. You know, you got under 7 minutes. San Antonio is moving the ball. They're keeping the clock running.
Coach Riley?
Yeah. This game's done a drastic turnaround in the second half. The Riders have moved the ball each time they've had it, with Mike Johnson at quarterback. Oh, a drop by Colbert and a drop by Carey.
I can't say enough about the way Mike Johnson is playing, though. He is putting the ball right on the money with authority. He's playing with confidence. You can see, look, you can tell him by his face, he's a little disgusted. Look at this. Follow through, the ball spiral. Right in the arms. You got to make that play. Then Richard Carey almost had some more things to talk about right there.
He's been very quiet the last quarter, hasn't he?
Here comes the blitz. Got to get rid of it.
Oh, another one to Carey.
And they've ran that play 3 or 4 times towards Richard Carey. That time he read it and made a real nice break on the ball.
Don't talk shit.
See, ever since he got warned by the official there in the third quarter, he's been a little quiet.
Well, everybody's telling him now, you know, hey, hold on a little bit now. Let's not get these guys too aggravated.
All right, so Carey lining up here. With 2 wide receivers left. It's 3rd and 10 for San Antonio with 5.5 minutes to play. Knights need to stop on defense here. And another first down catch. Boy, 3rd and 10, and Johnson drills it right into Titus Dixon.
Nice thing there. He moved away from the pressure in the pocket, threw it back against the grain, but had enough mustard on the ball to get the ball there on time. He gave the receiver ample opportunity to make the play in front of the defensive back.
37-yard line of the Knights. Johnson 11 for 26, but 6 third-down completions for first downs. That's a terrific job by Johnson.
It is a great stat.
Carey just kind of holding up Walker enough.
Which is a little upset. He felt that he was pushed from behind. I tend to agree with him that he was pushed.
I don't know what's going on down there. Wayne Walker is down where the ball fell. We'll watch this again. We'll see Carey and Walker going down after this pass.
Let's see if Richard Carey has a case right here. I think he does. It's a little incidental contact right there. Doesn't mean anything. Oh. Walker actually put his arm around the shoulder pad. You know, Richard obviously is upset.
Do you think it had an impact? Would he have been able to intercept that ball?
He might have. It was close. It was hard to see on that replay, but from the original play in our viewpoint up here, it looked as if he might have had an opportunity to make that interception.
An inopportune time for Walker to get hurt, not only because he's a starting wide receiver for the Riders, but it stops that clock, and San Antonio wants that clock to keep moving right now.
No, but I like the way that San Antonio is playing in the second half. You know, they came out and seemed like Mike Riley said, look, we got to start throwing the ball. And his lineman, and when he did say to Mike Barkan in the beginning, he said that we're going to change up some of our protection schemes. We're going to give our quarterback a little bit more protection. And, you know, and that's exactly what they've done here.
So it's 2nd and 10. Here's where Johnson, if experienced hand, might let this clock wind down a little bit. Now we have a whistle blown by Tom White, the referee.
Please reset the stadium clock to 4 minutes, 38 seconds.
Stoppage for the injured player, and the clock does not restart until the snap. Tom White's going to get that time back, so Mouse Davis, his team gets those added seconds back. Well, today we had Barcelona winning 13-7 over London. Sacramento beat Montreal 14-7, and tonight a 6-3 game here late in the fourth quarter. Side. Johnson gets rid of it to Searcy. That's a nice play. Searcy turned a loss into a 4-yard gain. Pressure from Brian Smith, who was once a second-round draft pick of the Rams.
Nobody blocked Smith. Came out around the corner on the end, untouched. There was a screen, actually a screen play that was called.
Still 2 backs.
Somebody forgot to get in the backfield, though, and block Smith.
Show. 11 up show. No, not show. Just not 11 up. Just okay.
We'll be ready for the blitz right here.
5 DBs, 3rd and 6.
Here they come.
And Johnson got rid of it. Johnson got rid of it. Saw he was going to get hit and nowhere to go. Did a nice job.
He really did do a nice job because he kept his team in field goal range if they decide to go for a field goal here. I don't know if they will. Gowrie hasn't been too successful over 45 yards. So they're going to punt it here. That was a smart move by Johnson here.
This is a good play, you're right. Not a grounding call.
He has a player.
Yeah, that's right. It was a good play. So the clock is stopped at 3:48 on 4th down and 6, and Kent Sullivan is on to punt for San Antonio. Riders leading 6-3.
Well, if there's an offense that can move the ball down the field in a hurry, it's the run and shoot.
Now the Riders let the play clock run out. Knights may turn this down. Sullivan wants a little more room to punt that ball. The game clock was not moving, so there was no need for them from that standpoint. Confusion on the Knights sidelines as to whether or not they want to take that penalty. I would think they'd want to turn it down. Would you, Boomer?
People say, that it gives them an extra 5 yards to kick to. I don't know. You'd have to ask the punter if it really makes a big difference or not. I always say take the yardage. If you get a chance to take the yardage, just take it.
Delay a game. Offense. Penalty is accepted. Distance is declined. 4th down.
Penalty accepted, but distance is declined.
Well, that means nothing. Which means nothing, Tom.
We got to get the ruling on that interpretation.
I mean, Sullivan's got to punt it from the 33 anyway. Going to the corner and out. And did he nail it? Yes, he did. Now the question is where? He nailed it at the 8-yard line. So the Knights are stuck inside the 10 with 3:44 to
play. Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
Flakes? Just flakes? Hey, I hope you don't mind me saying so, but this stuff looks wimpy, you know what I mean? I mean, look at it. Who's going to eat this stuff? Nobody I know, I can tell you that right now. Good. Fine. I made a mistake, okay? But it's good. Simple, down to earth. I mean, that's a muscle, you know what I mean?
Kellogg's Cornflakes.
Cornflakes?
Taste them again for the first time.
Back with Knights cornerback Richard Carey. You've been talking all game long. We've been hearing you. And some would say that's not a good idea. Why do you do it?
Well, just to intimidate the guy and let him know that, I prepare well and I'm going to beat him the whole game for 60 minutes,
Now, Jim Gallery attempted a field goal before, earlier in the first half, and you were talking the whole way. You think it got to him?
Boomer knows about Jim Gallery costing us $16,000 in Minnesota in '89, blowing a lot of kicks, and so I knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, what do you think? You say you want to get back to Bengals camp, right? You were with the Bengals for 2 seasons.
Well, I'm going to the highest bidder, whoever's got the most money, man.
You get back there, though, you got to pick off number 7?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to play against Boomer. He's the best play-action quarterback in the game, but I think I can steal from him.
Unsolicited. Back to you.
Thanks, Richard. I'm telling you, like I said, he was a very popular player in the locker room. He was a real workaholic, and he's right. He did study his playbook, and he knew exactly what was going on. He's a player that I know that we'd love to have back, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, the travails of Mouse Davis continue. A big pass play wiped out by a holding call.
10 yards, still first down.
Joey Baines, offensive lineman, got called. So it was a big pass to Wilkerson that gets marked back. The 10th penalty against the Knights tonight for 89 yards.
90 streak, Y under.
Great call again. Yeah.
You have your two inside receivers running crossing routes, one underneath and one over the top.
Watch it right over there.
It is first down and 7 from the 12-yard line. And a big hit by Patrick Hinton to bring down Kip Lewis after the catch.
Let me just tell you what a pass rush can do to you, Ted. That time, if Brent could have held the ball for about another second, he would have had his deep receiver come wide open. But because of the pass rush, he had to get rid of the ball quickly to his short receiver. And that's good quarterback play right there. That's smart quarterback play. That's knowing where your quick receiver is and where your deep receiver is and who to throw to, depending on how much time you have.
And you see a game time becoming very important. The Knights can't dawdle very long in huddles. Second down and 3. Tipped, intercepted, and it's taken by Malvin Hunter for San Antonio with 2:48 to play, the first interception of the game.
There's also a flag on the play, I believe, too.
Yeah, there is a flag.
Thrown back in the secondary. I guess not either that or it dropped that, fell out of somebody's pocket.
Something fell because the ball belongs to San Antonio at the 22 of the Knights. See, it was intended for Burbage, but standing right there, flat-footed, Hunter tips it and picks it. So San Antonio leading 6-3 now to try and run it with Ivory Brown.
Stay in bounds.
Oh, yes he did. He stayed in bounds.
Well, his forward progress was stopped, so they're going to keep the clock moving.
Mouse doesn't like that either. He thought his defense drove him out of bounds. And the Knights are going to wind up having to use their timeouts more than likely on defense here. Second down and 9.
Texas.
Let's go! Riders can't get it to the 2-minute warning. 1 second differential. They can't get the clock to the 2-minute warning. And their left guard just moved. Eric Norgard moved early.
False start. Number 52 offense, moving prior to the snap, 5 yards.
Well, after watching this game, Ted, you can see, you know, what the influx of the NFL players has done. I mean, the turnovers, although there are still some drop passes, at least, the quarterbacks are getting the ball there. You know, they're showing some ability of completing the passes. The defenses, I think, are much better than they were at this time last year.
2 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the half, or in the regulation time as Johnson goes out of bounds. And the Riders will have third down, long yardage, with 1:58 to play. Reggie Slack out of this game late in the first half. And the Riders behind Mike Johnson have a lead late.
If you're into looking good, get into Bud Light. The clean, fresh taste won't fill you up, never let you down.
You can taste it, feel it, know you got it right. 'Cause everything else is just a light. Everything else is just a light. Everything else is just a light. Everything else.
At the Lake Edna Karate Club's last get-together, Ralph Fisher, the instructor, served new Oriental wings from KFC. Tender wings glazed in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Charlie Lewis had so many he had to loosen his black belt. In fact, everyone had seconds. Except Ralph. New KFC Oriental wing pieces, 6 for $1.99, 20 for $5.99. For a limited time in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Now you've got the edge. This is the shave with 6 rich lubricants. This is the shave that reduces irritation. This is the shave. For less irritation, you've got the edge. Edge, proud sponsor of the NBA Most Valuable Player Award.
The Edge Helmet Cam play of the game is brought to you by Edge Shaving Gel. For less irritation, you've got the edge. And again, we bring you the Predator. I love that, don't you, Boomer?
Oh, no. Not particularly.
Well, Kip Lewis didn't like him, but Mark Ledbetter, who's been wearing helmet cam tonight.
There you go to get the phone.
The man, what a great view that was of football. Clock is running on 3rd down, 14 for the Riders at the Knights 26. They lead 6-3. And Johnson overthrows purposely, but will get away with it again as he overthrows Darryl Colbert. Dan Land on the coverage, and now on 4th down, I get a decision for Mike Riley. He could try a field goal here. It'd be about 43 to 44 yards.
He's got this one.
He's pretty confident, Gallery.
Yeah.
Let's wonder if Richard Carey's yelling anything.
I'm safe, Fletch. I'm safe.
So Gallery scorecard.
I got 54.
43 yards. And that one is good. So Jim Gallery kicks his 3rd field goal of the game for San Antonio. And the Riders now have a 9-3 lead, which will force Mouse Davis's team to go the distance in 90 seconds. Gallery forgot about 89 and the $16,000 there, didn't he?
Well, you know, I really don't know what Richard was talking about. I can't really remember what happened in 89, to tell you the truth. I'm still trying to forget what happened last year.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but it's good to see these guys. You know, they get a chance. They keep coming, and you get a chance to be out, and you got the personnel directors from a couple teams, a couple coaches from a couple teams here. The whole idea is to get these guys and give them the opportunity to keep playing. And that's one of the real nice things as a professional football player, watching these young guys, some of the older guys even, still stay in front of the guys that make the decisions in the NFL. So it really has a great purpose for the player.
And we even had, of all the World League players that went to the NFL this last year, there was even a kicker, Luis Aguiar, who was the punter for Barcelona last year. About the best punter in the World League was the New York Jets punter this past year.
How about the Buffalo Bills punter?
Right, Chris Moore.
Right, played for Montreal. He went from Montreal to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, Davis Smith running that back, and he got close to having that ball stripped away. Terrence Cooks made the tackle for San Antonio. So 1:25 remaining. The Knights have 3 timeouts. But basically one last chance for Brent Peace.
For
Montana.
Whatever the defense for the Riders did adjustment-wise after those first 2 series has been pretty impressive because they have totally shut them down.
Peace, since replacing Slack, 4 for 12, 1 interception. And they run Wilkerson on 1st down. And Wilkerson gains to the 37. 7 yards. And again, Gallery's field goal means now the Knights have to go the distance, and they don't have a lot of time.
Well, the run and shoot is a legitimate 2-minute offense.
The run. It's a 1st down, so that'll stop the clock. 60 seconds. Alvin Hunter on the tackle for the Riders.
Nothing wrong with the running plays, but they're going to call timeout now. Nothing wrong with the running plays in a 2-minute situation if you can gain your yardage and gain it quickly like they have here.
Okay, what we want to do is we want to think about using the timeouts. We got a minute left, so we only get 5 seconds in between each play. So if they get a first down, tell them to hustle up to the ball, and we'll make a decision whether or not we're going to have a clock or not. All right, let's do this. Let's go. First, let's go Rip Liz, 90, switch, okay?
Pretty calm, Mouse Davis over there.
Well, you know, as a coach, and, you know, and Mouse has been through this over the years many times. You know, and you can see the coaches up top, and there's Reggie Williams.
Your old teammate.
Right, Reggie Williams, the general manager of the Knights. You know, you don't think this is intense. These guys, they work hard at it. They want to win. It doesn't matter what level you're playing at or where you're playing or who you're playing. I mean, the competitive desire is great. Reggie will be the first to tell you that.
Diving over the back of Cornell Burbage, and the whole Knights sideline trying to get a flag thrown on Greg Lee. We do have a flag down.
Let's go like this.
There's a flag down in the offensive backfield. Well, watch Greg Lee here.
That was a good defensive play. It was a good non-call by the official.
What they call holding?
Now let's see what Tom White threw his flag on.
We have a personal foul here, roughing the passer.
Unnecessary hit. Number 92 defense. First down.
All right, so Rob White of the Riders was called for the hit on Peace, the quarterback. Everyone else was screaming for a flag on the defensive back. Instead, they got it on the defensive lineman. That moves the ball to the 44 of the Riders with 55 seconds remaining. Oh, another handoff. And Wilkerson is run out of bounds.
Well, I don't understand that, Ted.
Neither do I. Loss of 5, but the 5 yards doesn't hurt as much as they lost 9 seconds of time. 46 to go.
All right, let's go. 90, switch.
Right now, the clock is the real enemy of the
You missed an awful lot of calls out there. You know that? I can't believe you missed that snap. The guy ran through him a step and a half early. Step and a half.
That's what you call working the officials.
Right now, the ball's on the 50-yard line. 46 seconds. East has a lot of time. Now throws underneath the Burbage. And the Knights are probably going to have to take a timeout here. They're short of a first down. Little bit of roughness after the play, and there comes a flag. 33 seconds. And it looks like the retaliation is what's going to get caught here.
Always got to learn to control your temper at this point in the game right now. The last thing you want to do is have an offensive or a defensive penalty that is just going to kill your football team. 33 seconds. The play down at the 38. This absolutely drives coaches crazy right here when you get penalties like this.
So the officials conferring again, trying to decide. Burbage, it appeared Burbage delivered the first shot. All right, let's see it again. There's the ball at Oldham. Oldham throws it back, and that's when the flag came down.
Well, they got an
Quite frankly,
interesting dilemma on their hand right now.
There shouldn't be a flag on either man there, really. This 33 seconds in the game, don't you think?
Unless they call that the fact that the ball was still live, they could call that. I would imagine they could call that delay of the game by the San Antonio player.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
That could be taunting. That could be taunting right there if they did not see that. But now, if they didn't see that, but they saw the San Antonio player throw the ball back, that could be considered delay of the game.
Let's say, let's listen.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 24 defense, 15 yards, first down.
That's a shame, only from the standpoint, let's let the players decide the game.
Well, part of being a player is controlling your emotions on the football field. You know, and he's a young player. He's got to learn. You got to control your emotions when you're playing in this situation. This is, you know, it's all about, you know, concentrating and knowing exactly what you have to do.
So now with 2 15-yard penalties, the Knights have a chance. 23 yards away. Oh, Burbage down the sideline, inside the 10. First and goal for the Knights at 27 seconds.
Brent had a nice throw there. Threw it really right on the line.
60-32 and then use a timeout.
All right, 60-32. This could be a running play. And then he wants him to use a timeout after he hands it off. Could be a running play right off the right side.
Attack!
Defense has got to be aware and be awake for the running play.
Gilbreth in motion. Hand off to Wilkerson. No, and the Knights
got to use timeout.
Stop San Antonio's defense tough. And there is a timeout by the Knights. With 20 seconds to play, they have 1 timeout left.
That's not a bad call. First down, not a bad call at all.
Yeah, with the timeouts in their pocket.
Exactly.
Six.
Okay. Listen to Mouse again.
6-yard line. Okay, we got 1 timeout left. Huh? Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Load Rose and run a rabbit. Ready to do it? Walk that bitch in. Let's go. Okay, now, if you get blitz look, audible to a girl. If you get a blitz look, right.
All right,
what's it, Rabbit?
All right, Rabbit is probably going to be an option. That's what I believe that will be. And you'll have motion, and he'll probably run opposite the motion.
Bootleg? Bootlegger.
No, that would be it could be a legitimate option for quarterback. But now if they get a blitz,
Double attack.
now if there's a blitz, he's going to audible to a passing play.
Hey, Willie!
And since we do not have the microphone on Brent, I will not be able to tell you. Let's see.
6
There is no
yards away.
blitz. He's going to run the option right here. And the option should run to the right, not the left. It looks like the left.
No, Peace doesn't make it. The Knights are going to have to use the timeout. They wasted a couple of seconds. They still have 2 shots. 9 seconds.
What are we on?
What do you think about trying to run the ball?
Well, I don't mind the run on the first down. The second down, I don't know about that. I think I probably would have wanted to throw on second, third, and, you know, probably fourth. A little flat pattern or a little slant pattern on the outside.
Okay.
Let's see what they got here.
No timeouts.
Got to put the ball into the end zone. Well, they're setting that one guy wide outside.
We're talking about the outside linebackers wide outside. You don't really want to run the option.
2 on 1, you know? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's run load 60 Z-sucker.
Load 60 Z-sucker. This could be that wide receiver screen that they've been running all night long.
Check the backside.
They need just about 4 yards.
Chris will be on the
They have 2 plays if they go to the end zone. No timeouts.
Get rid of it.
He's throwing and knocked down, and there's still 2 seconds to play.
Nice play, buddy.
I'll tell you what. What's it? Is Brent Peace cool or what?
Well, I'll tell you, that was an awfully long 7 seconds. My goodness, that play seemed like it took more than 7 seconds to
Watch
run.
this. Watch how cool he is right here.
Gary Richard made the play. So here's the game, the last play. And it is incomplete in the end zone. And San Antonio hangs on for the win. Kip Lewis made the slide, but the ball is ruled to have hit the turf. And the San Antonio Riders hang on to win the game 9-3. What a superb finish. And I've got to think think that Mike Riley right now says there's an injustice there because a real dubious penalty gave the Knights a chance.
He was right in there. It's a good throw.
Good call.
I'll tell you, Brent Peace really made some fine throws in that last series and put the ball right in there. Got to make that catch.
Yep, it was right there.
Nobody knows that better than Kip Lewis himself. We'll be thinking about this one for a while.
Well, the Knights had their chances. They had 4 downs from inside the 10, but they could not convert. And so the Knights, as they did last year, start the World League season 0-3, and San Antonio goes to 2-1 with the win. We'll come back to wrap it up.
Red 0 special.